Hey, welcome everyone. This is Guilty Pleasures 2. I'm really excited to do this. Last year, me and Kal Daly, who's with me today, we did our Guilty Pleasures and ranked all of them. I believe it was 10 films each. And we talked about the films that we know, like, not everyone loves, but we love and we feel like is a guilty pleasure. This is part 2, where we're going to discuss those guilty pleasures again. And then we're going to pick 2 each of movies that we're going to review and watch for part 3 when we come back. And then there's gonna be one film that you guys pick in the live stream, whether it's after in the comments or live when you put up the polls, where you guys pick the third movie for us to watch and review. So that's gonna be really fun. Kal, let me know how you're doing.
You know what? I'm doing really good now that I'm here. Thanks for having me again. I know it's been a long time coming. It's kind of
Yeah,
just real quick. We just can't. It took long, but then it came quick. So I
yeah.
appreciate it, and I look forward to it. Salute to everybody here in the Zach realm, the Zach attackers. Is that what you call them?
The
Zach
Zach
Attack Nation.
Attackers. Zach Attack Nation. Yeah, Zach Realm. I like that.
The Zach
Yeah,
realm.
man.
It's all
I'm
the
excited
same.
to do this because you're one of my first collabs I did on the channel. You're one of the first people I've connected with on
Really?
YouTube in general.
Okay.
Yeah. When I was going back to look up the old video because I forgot what I chose, obviously you sent it to me, but I was looking back. I'm like, oh shoot, this is one of my first live streams. So it's really cool to do this again, and then we're gonna get a part 3 down
Yeah.
later in the year.
Yeah, that makes me real honored that I'm one of the first people. I didn't even realize that myself, but I always had fun collabing with you. I know I give you the smoke, but it's all love, man. Appreciate it.
It's
Appreciate
all
it.
love. I
I've
know
been
that.
chilling, believe it or not. I've been relaxing, believe it or not, giving you the smoke. I know you probably
Yeah.
can't tell, but I have.
Yeah, definitely can't tell. Feels the same.
See, that's
But
because
who's
that's
who's in
because
the chat?
Kenny's too nice to you. That's what it is. If Kenny was a little bit more edgier to you, you would understand. It's all love. I'm nice.
Oh man, let's see who's in the live chat right now. 80s kids for the 90s. What's up, man? How are you doing?
80s
Luke
kids
Ponto,
for the
what's
90s.
up, man? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's Sunday night. I'm live streaming, having fun. Hopefully you're doing well. Movie Hunter 2020, what's up, man? Thank you for being in the live stream. And thank you for saying smash that like button. If you are in the live stream watching afterwards, make sure you hit that like button. Let us know we're doing a good job.
My guy Hunter.
Welcome
Uh-oh.
Movies and Music. What's up, man? Thank you. Welcome to the live stream being here, man.
Thank you, Will. Appreciate seeing you always.
Yeah, man. Appreciate all these people in the live chat saying hi to each other and everything. I wish. Oh, hold on. Let me see. Do I have a graphic I could pull up? I should have thought of that.
You don't got the
Before.
list graphic? You don't got
I
the
have
list
it.
graphic?
I have it in front of me, but I was wondering if I could pull it up.
Oh man,
Uh,
I didn't think I had to tell you to upload that. Come
yeah.
on, Zach.
Let
You
me
too
see. Hold on.
experienced for this at this point. I'm just
This
saying.
guy. This guy
I'm
coming
just
from my neck.
saying.
I'm going to do it right now, live while you guys watch me. But Kala, what's going on your channel specifically? I feel
So
like I haven't heard
I
from you in a while. I know you had like a big week this week, right?
yeah, I had a big week. Collectively, me and some guys, my crew, we came together. The Assemble crew, we came together. That consists of me, 4K D-Ray, Jacoda Blue 7, and the Ben Buster. We we've been pretty busy, and everybody's extremely busy depending on who you talk to. And we just thought, well, we haven't done nothing in a while. Collectively, we should just pull together, challenge each other to do some content, pick a day. We all picked a day, and that was our day, and we called it Assemble Week. And frankly, it was a good turnout, and was so happy to do it. It inspired me to do more. Hopefully, I'll be back this week to do some more, maybe not Assemble Week, but just more solo content. So I made my contribute. I contribute my video to the weekend. It's on my channel if you guys want to check it out. If you haven't, we'll let us see you stop past. Appreciate that. And everybody else, just follow my channel and you'll see I shared everybody's videos and it's all there in the community post. And as far as the future, dude, just have to wait and see. Just gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah. Kal does a whole bunch of different type of content, old school kind of movie reviews. He loves his quirky old school stuff. He does stuff with wrestling as well. If you're a
Quirky.
wrestling fan, yeah, it's quirky. Man, when I watched it,
Come
I was like,
on,
I never heard
bro.
this movie.
You
Never heard this movie
you
before. Let me
quirky
click on
too.
this.
You
Let me
just
click
knew
on this.
quirky. You just
I'm new
knew
quirky.
quirky.
That's true. That's true. You old school quirky. I'm new quirky. I be watching the newer quirky
Hold
movies.
up, hold up, hold up. I got diving in this real quick. What's quirky though? What you mean? Give
What
me
you
an
mean?
example.
You know, like you don't be watch hit movies that everybody watch. You don't do streaming. You don't do letterbox. You don't get to go to the theater a lot. You do a lot of old school stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. There's a space for that, and
No.
there's people who are thriving off of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know ain't nothing wrong with me. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah.
No, the letterbox thing, real quick, guys. The reason I am so against letterbox is two things. I feel as though this community, whatever pocket of the community you're in, it's the community as a whole. It is still a community by us talking to each other, us collaborating, us networking, us the conversation is what makes this great. It's cool to do the videos, to do this, to talk to yourself in the video, but talking to you guys is the best part and building with you guys. And so I feel as though if you want to know what I feel about a movie, you'll just ask me. Zach also brings a good point. He says not everybody is on YouTube or Instagram, so they might just see your review. It might bring them to talk to you one day. I don't know. Until then, I just feel as though, you know, that's just a data. That's a data spot. That's for all of Hollywood. They're going to just look at that pretty soon, and pretty soon they're going to see what everybody likes collectively, and they're just going to take less risk, and they're going to just look at what you guys like, and they'll just always go with that. And I kind of don't like that. I like risk, bad or good. I like risk because it provides different things. I don't want it to be like the music is today, where everything sounds the same. I want movies to be different, you know. So I kind of am against it, but you know, that's just me for as far as the letterbox go. And the old movies is where it's at. I'm not an old man saying in my day. I like new movies too. It's just I don't know. I just haven't been getting to them like that, man.
Yeah, and you could tell it by like our list. When I'm looking at it right now, finally got to upload it and stuff like that. Some of the stuff that you have a mixture of like more close to like right now and older stuff. So it's not like you're only watching black and
I'm
white
not
movies. I don't
old.
want to say that. I want to
I'm
say
older
that.
than you, but I'm not
Yeah.
old. But I'm just saying, like, all right, my movies are pretty modern, but when you say old guy, dude, you've been watching Vertigo. Like that's an old movie. Like my movie,
That is
what's the
old,
oldest
yeah.
movie on my list? Alien 3. Like it's just, it's not
Well, I
old,
don't got
bro. You just
vertigo. I don't got vertigo on my. That'd be
true.
crazy to have that as a guilty pleasure. Like what?
I don't know, man. Yeah, you should have put Indiana Jones and got killed some. They'd have just
That's
discarded
true.
your whole list as a guilty pleasure.
But
But I wouldn't be no better.
I watched the Indiana Jones 4 after we made that first video. That definitely would have been on my list if I
Oh wow.
if we did this back then. Oh, damn. Have you seen?
Yeah, you would get killed for even putting that there.
Nah. I'm not old shaming. What do you mean? People hate that movie.
Told you. No, I'm just saying. But the fact that you got it as anywhere as a pleasure, people won't understand.
Bruh, that when I ranked
Yeah.
my Indiana Jones movies after watching all of them, and I had that like higher than most of the other ones, I got bad dislikes on
Wow.
that video. But at the end of the day, it's like it's my list. Like,
Yeah, it's your list. It's all Don't be a dick about it, but you got to get that smoke, man. Come on, people love it, so you're gonna get that smoke. But to be fair, I think I'm gonna be the same way when I finally watch them. Because it's breaking news, guys. I've never seen one of those movies. I've never even wanted to see those movies. And now, granted, I have them and I will watch them. They don't look bad, but they just never piqued my interest. And like for me, guys, my Indiana Jones was The Mummy. Those were like that type of movie. Those were our generations, and so I'll get to it one day, but I probably won't even share my review. I don't need that heat Zach got.
You running from the smoke, Kal-El? I'm disappointed.
Yeah, I ain't gonna run for the smoke for Back to the Future because I ain't never seen those either, and people be killing me about that.
I haven't seen the Back to the Future ones either.
See, we more alike than we think.
Eventually, it's just nothing about it would make me want. I feel like I saw the movie already because how much everyone talks about it. You know what I mean?
Is it me or is this some of them older movies? And here I go, old shaming. But some of the older staples, they feel like they're so pushed on you. It's almost like you had resistance growing up. Like, nah, I just don't want to watch it. Y'all, I don't know. Something about it. It took me a long time to like Star Wars. When I was a kid, I didn't like Star Wars. But when I was a teen, I started liking it. So it's just, I don't like shit forced on me. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, I can see a little bit of that. I just think when it comes to like Back to the Future, Indiana Jones, and even like Star Wars, even though I watched Star Wars pretty like when I was pretty young and enjoyed it, but I don't love it like a lot of people do.
You don't love it though? I do love it though. I ain't fanboying. Like I ain't mad about none of that shit they did, but at the same time, I love it.
Like I like it, but some people love it. You know what I mean? Like that's their shit. It's not my shit. Like Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Harry Potter,
Yeah,
they're not my, my end all be all.
yeah, yeah. I got my boy Jacoda is part of my symbol crew. I always tell him he always get on the Harry Potter kick, like, oh, everybody. I'm like, bro, you're meeting people, and I'm one of them. Like, I ain't never had interest in Harry Potter. Like, it ain't, like it may be huge. I'm not denying that, but it ain't for everybody, bro. There's people out there feel the same way.
Yeah, of course. With every franchise. He said every generation
Mhm.
is like that. Yeah, there's everyone in every generation always
Some
want to
people
push on
can't
their older
fathom it
movies.
though, man.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I know
Because
I'm on an
information is
island with
traveled
that,
so
but
fast now. You know what I
hmm
mean? Like back in the day, it would be a long time before you find someone that didn't like something you didn't like because you're in your bubble and there's no internet.
hmm
Now it happens so fast. As soon as you watch a movie, you go online, bam, I hate this movie. Like it never used to be like that.
yeah, yeah,
So
and
I
there's
think
no
that's
room
cool.
for in between. Like I enjoy just
Oh,
being entertained. Like you can't, why
me
can't
too.
just be entertaining? Why does it have to be a masterpiece or it's trash? Why it can't be in the middle? You
That
know?
is a big conversation, and that kinda goes into the guilty pleasure thing. A lot of these films that we have on our list are maybe well, some of them I consider masterpieces, but might not be a masterpiece. It might not be the worst movie ever, but it was enjoyable, it was entertaining. You know what I mean?
hmm So let me
You wanna be shamed, then I'm old. No, 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 we're not shaming nobody that's
Corey,
old, man.
Corey, come on, we wouldn't do that to you, brother. You're all right, you're just a little age challenged. No, I'm just joking.
Oh,
Corey don't
stop
even
being
look old. He
challenges,
doesn't
that's
even look
crazy.
old.
No, he doesn't.
No, no.
He said, "Have you seen T said, if you grew up with something, you hold it dear to your heart." I agree. I agree.
True, but in age, there we go with that word again. That's gonna become a dirty word this time. In age, you do develop something about yourself, and you realize that okay, I like these movies. These are great. This is nostalgic. This is awesome. But at the same time, like for instance, there's a good example. The Batman Returns in '89 are my favorite Batman, but
Mhm.
the Dark Knight trilogy is clearly the best made movies. And there's some people that just can't put that together, like unbiasedly. If you take yourself out of it and just make an
Mm,
assessment, they can't do that. It's just about I love these, and just because I like something better doesn't mean I actually think it's better. But I don't think that
yeah.
goes hand in hand with a lot of people. You know what I mean?
I would say most, unfortunately, I think most people don't think on a mature level like that. And I'm like that too. Like the TMT 90s movies, they're not better than the one that just came out, but those are the ones that I love. And it's gonna be hard for anybody to top that original 90s movie for me. But I
Yeah, but one
also
thing about those
understand they made better versions of Ninja Turtles since then. What were you saying,
one
Kyle?
thing about one thing about those is one thing about those TMCs, they're very understandable when you say make when you draw the line in the sand on those, it's kind of understandable because they're so unique in the way that like the first two, how they're created, especially the first one, as far as the tone. You just
Yeah.
got movies made like that. And I feel, I don't want to get into the we weren't as sensitive in that time, but whether we were, whether we weren't, that movie is a darker tone movie for a kid's product. And the source material is darker. So it's just it
Mm,
played a perfect balance of pleasing everybody. And unfortunately, we don't get the pleasure of pleasing everybody in movies. It's either far, in this realm, far in that realm. You don't really get that beautiful mesh anymore. It's very solemn. So Turtles is very unique, and I don't know if we'll ever see that again because it also lies in the practical realm of things. Like
yeah.
practical effects, like the old horror movies, how they are what they are. They're practical. Turtles is practical too. It's just it's all CGI we're in. So I don't know if we'll ever get back to that.
Yeah, I'm hoping for the new Ninja Turtle movie that they just announced, The Last Ronin, since it's gonna be live action, is more practical. But we'll see. We'll see
It's
if
it's is it
that's
live action? I thought it was
yeah, it's
just
live
more
action.
like I'm sorry, Jack. I thought it was more like TMT. Like you remember that movie? TMT about '07 came out?
No, yeah, no, it's not gonna be like that. It's gonna be a full blown live action film adaptation.
Oh well, that's news
Yeah.
to me because I was super excited for the cartoon. Now I'm ecstatic. That's crazy.
So yeah, so we're doing. They're gonna have the Mutant Mayhem animated movies and shows and stuff like that. But the Last Ronin is gonna be live action. So they're gonna have two different ones going at the same time. But the reason why it could work because Mutant Mayhem is when they're kids and Last Ronin is when they're adults. So that's why they won't interfere with each other.
Pretty good. Sound like they got a James Gunn outlook.
Yeah. That's hilarious. I'm 27. Still right there. One more year, you're gonna start feeling that back pain. Wilkie said, "I'm seasoned." Nice. He said, "I don't entertain these people." That's good, T. I try not to entertain them either.
Hey Corey, it's good to be seasoned. As long as you're not cooked, it's all good.
That's fact. You can't see the gray in things. I typically won't discuss anything with any substance. Yeah, I also agree. If you can't see the gray in things, there's sometimes I'll bring up something and somebody like, but I still don't like it because it shouldn't have gone that way. Then I'm just like, okay, well,
yeah. Oh, that's the worst, and that's a mature thing too. I was telling somebody this about her opinion about Halloween Ends, and it's not, and when you give your opinion, sometimes people feel like you love a movie, but it's just like, no, I just have a mature opinion about it. It's just, was this movie a bad movie, or was this movie just not what I wanted? You know what I mean? And sometimes when we don't get what we expected or wanted, we think it's bad, and it's farther from the truth.
Yeah, 1000%. There are times when a movie fails your expectations and is also bad, but a lot of times when people trash certain things, especially like I would say the MCU, even the DCU, like a lot of these things that they're saying is the worst. Like some people are like, this is the worst movie I've ever seen. I'm like, did you see Mio
You haven't
Coppola
seen anything
this year? Did you see Slaughterhouse?
Yeah.
Did you see Blood and Honey from last year? Like, you didn't see these really bad movies that come out every single year. It's not the worst movie in the world. If you only watch mainstream content and only specific type of mainstream content, okay, then I'm like, maybe this is the worst movie you ever seen because you only watch the good stuff all the time. So when it's a little bit below, you're like, oh, this is terrible. When it's actually not terrible, it's just okay.
Well, hold on. I'm gonna let them into a little conversation we had. Me and Zach was going back and forth the other day. He said, I don't want to be miserable. And I said, are you calling me miserable? And because of my take on I was offended on my take on the MCU. And when I kill these superhero movies, I'm gonna be fair. I haven't seen one that is terrible. That is just the worst thing I've ever seen. Now, but when you compare them, yes, I have. So it's just like when you put them in a box when they're compared to each other, then yeah, it's harder. I mean, then you could say that. But when you just on their own, no, they're not the worst movies.
Yeah, definitely not. I love how Kelly's like, I'm holding on to that. I will never forget when you said that. He said, have you either watched a movie you loved as a kid, then after you watched it 20 plus years later, you said, what was I thinking? I'm sure. I'm trying to think. The problem with me is that I don't rewatch movies a lot. So it's hard for me to be like, oh yeah, watch this movie.
Hold up. No. Hunter's pissing me off. Hunter is he's my good sir. That's my brother right there too. And he's taking a shot in that because he went back and watched the original Superman. He's like, it ain't it. And I said, bro, you gonna really do me like that? So that's what he's doing. I see what you're doing, Hunter. Don't do that. Superman's still classic. You got my thing is when people watch older movies, I feel as though my mind my mind adapts into that time. So some of the outdated graphics don't really bother me as much because it's in context in my mind. But people they'll look at it versus Man of Steel flying. And it's like, dude, like,
you can't compare the two. Yeah.
Yeah.
You always have to, when you're watching an older movie, you got to understand it, watch it in the context of like, this is their limitations that they had back then. You can't compare Christopher Reeve's flying to Henry Cavill's flying. It's not fair. One was in the 78? When did the original Superman come out?
You're right, 78.
And then Cavill is 2013. That's so much happened between that time.
And it's still great for that time period. That movie that looks really great for that time period. But we can't compare their portrayal of the character. But it's just like, to compare graphics is so unfair, guys. But okay.
But it's also on you if you decide you want to be like, nah, this shit's trash. I don't like how it looks.
Nah, that's the only one. I'm not hearing it. I'm just not logical when it comes to Superman. I'm like, I ain't hearing it.
And I'm glad that you're mature enough to recognize that.
Yeah, I'm just not hearing it.
I find it weird when I say something is bad and then someone tell me it isn't bad because they enjoyed it. To me, it's bad. We can discuss why I think it's bad, but to tell me I'm wrong is silly. Yeah, like the only time that works is if you say something's bad for a reason And then I'm like, well, the logic in that reason doesn't make any sense because this happened in the movie and you must have missed it. But if you're just saying it's not bad because you enjoyed it and I didn't, that doesn't make any sense. You got to tell me what's going on there.
Yeah, there is a such thing as enjoying a bad movie though. Like, but I think the reason people probably go at UT is because depending on who it is, your word can hold weight. So if I'm on Zach's channel and he says something crazy, like he always does about me, and I'm not up here to defend myself. So when he says something crazy, you're here for Zach. This is his channel, so you are going to tend to lean to what he believes, unless you really know me. But how often is that? So it's just, you get what I'm saying. So when you create a narrative, and that happens with anybody. So when people go be like, this movie's so freaking trash and blah blah blah, this and that, and sometimes there's no logic behind it, there's no reasoning, it's just trash. You get what I'm saying? So it's just, they put that narrative out there and people, no offense, are sheep, and they just follow what's the popular narrative. They really do.
Yeah, that's 1000%, especially if it's going to get them in the conversation and yada yada yada. And it's hard dealing with people like that.
Yeah, so I think that's what T probably experienced. He probably experienced that, by if somebody likes something and you say it's terrible, everybody's going to think it's terrible just because they might take your word, So it's just, that's what people are feeling. I'm not saying you right or they're wrong, but it's just, I think that's probably where the emotion comes from.
Where it's going from, yeah. Because a lot of people like to refer, oh, well, this said, I don't care about what that person or that organization said. I'm saying I like the movie, or I'm saying I don't like this movie. Like,
but I
don't care if IGN gave it an 8.5. I'm not.
I'm not IGN.
Exactly.
Like, they might have got payola for all I know. I don't know. It's just, but also too, people got to understand that we're human beings, people, so we're liable to change our mind. And that's another thing. People think everything's set in stone. Like, you're allowed to change your mind. So I didn't like it in 2012, but guess what? 2018, I might even love it. You get what I'm saying? So things do happen. So it's hard to concrete like, oh, this is trash. There's plenty of movies that were terrible back in the day. Now people just absolutely love them. Shit, the Snyderverse can be one of them.
All the time. Snyderverse. It literally happens all the time.
Yeah.
The only reason
nobody liked the Snyderverse.
It's gonna be a long time before people appreciate the Snyderverse. Like, Snyder would have to stop directing because it's, people just on a hate train for him. And then we have to be so removed from all his work, then people could could watch back without all the preconceived notions and stuff like that and just enjoy it for what it is. But yeah, happens all the time. There's so many movies that was trash. I like, as an older person, I'm like, oh, I'm hearing this is a classic. But then when I go back and do my research, I find out it was hated in the beginning, and I'm like, wow, like the Joker. That shit just happened to the Joker. That movie just came out. It was hated when it first came out. Didn't win an Oscar. Then became cool. Yes. Oh my God.
I don't know. See, and then I think also too, it's our crowds, because it seemed like people loved it so much where I was at, but they were being shamed because remember all the publicity about what it was doing. So people were ashamed that they liked it, so they start getting a little quiet. But it seemed, actually, I think it got a little overhyped, in my opinion.
There's a lot of people who do love that film, but there's a lot of people who do not like it at all. And it's a mixture of stuff. Like, some people want a traditional Joker from the comics. Some people feel like the movie's messaging is a little muddy and dangerous. And some people just legitimately went to the movie to watch a superhero movie and didn't realize they were going to be getting like a art house film. So it all depends on it.
Yeah, I mean, my thing with the Joker, like, a lot of people get on me because I don't think it's as amazing as people make it to be. And it's a really good film. I've watched it 3 times. It is really good, but it is a good film. And they just, to me, in my opinion, they slapped the Joker name, sprinkled a little Batman lore in there, and they got you guys interested. If that movie comes out without the Joker name, you guys, it's just a good movie that people stumble on. It's not what it is,
Yeah.
So,
100%.
So, they took a risk, and I'm glad they did, but it's okay.
Well, yeah, T said it, bro. I grew up loving The Last Dragon, and watching it now is so bad, but I still love it. That's the same thing with like Mortal Kombat. I love that shit when I watched that movie first time.
I don't waver with Mortal Kombat. That's the only one, because I don't really believe in guilty pleasures, but like, that's so considered a guilty pleasure like by everybody. So that's the one I always tell people, well, it's Mortal Kombat, because Mortal Kombat is great campiness, but
it can be.
it just, I don't think it's bad, but like hit what he said, The Last Dragon. I have a love hate with it. I loved it as a kid, loved it. And then when I watched it as a teen, I was like, this shit booty. And, and then and then like when I watched it when it came out in 4K, I watched it again, and I'm like, I kind of remember why I like this. This is now the nostalgia kicked back in because I'm further away again. So it's a love hate, and that's what I'm telling you, people. It's okay to change your mind. You are humans. You're going to love something today and maybe not tomorrow. Just as long as it's not your wife, it's okay. You know what I mean?
What a great quote. Hey, what's up, ladies? And welcome to the live. She says, sup, bro, the daddy of movie content. That's wild. I'm definitely not
Wow.
that. There's so many other people who does movie content that's on
He
a higher
just low
level.
key called you daddy, bro.
That's true.
That's crazy. You got sons out here. You got sons out here? That's crazy, Zach. What is you doing out here?
I'm just spreading my seed. The original Superman still holds up as a great movie. It
You
does.
really planted the seed. Yeah.
I'd also just finished Abigail and I loved it. I'm not a fan of horror movies, not because they're scary, but because they feel lazy and don't do anything new. Here, I love the story and Melissa's son so much. Yeah, I really ended up enjoying. I had a good time with Abigail. My review is on my channel for my full thoughts, but it's a blast, man. Radio Silence, they know what they're doing to making crowd pleasing horror thriller kind of movies. Have you seen any of their movies?
No, I haven't seen. Well, what are their movies? Because I'm not sure.
Ready or Not, Scream 5,
Okay.
Scream 6, and this.
Scream 5, absolutely love. I don't get the hate. It was crazy because that and Halloween Kills came out at the same time. I thought I was gonna love Halloween Kills and hate Scream 5. Vice versa. I hate Kills and I love Scream 5. Like I don't know what people. I did get somebody told me the movie feels like it holds your hand too much. And I was like, I can see why you say that. But I just think the movie's really cool. I like the kills. There's a couple plot holes in it that really pisses me off. Like, I don't want to spoil it, but there's a kill in there. And it's like clearly that isn't the girl killing this character because she's too small. Like, how could she lift him up with a knife? No freaking way. And
Oh, you're
there's a
talking
scene where
about. Oh yeah, that's 6. I think you're
5.
talking.
That's 5. And like with what's the little I forget it. It's been out enough. The little short girl that's revealed to be the killer. She didn't kill Dewey, bro. But she says she killed
Oh
Dewey.
yeah.
How she lit the dude is taller than Dewey in the scene. So it's just like, come on, bro. Like it's just a big plot hole. And then like the guy, it was supposed to be her wrestling Sydney on the steps when they fell over. And it's like that's clearly a guy. He's bigger than Sydney. So it's like those little plot holes kind of took me out of the movie because they make him a big deal because she says it was an honor killing Dewey. So that it makes it a big deal. So those plot holes kind of threw me out. But otherwise that I love. That's nitpicking, but I love the movie. And as far as Ready or Not, I didn't like it at all. I know people love that. I'm on the island with that. But the ending is great. Like it's different. It's a nice little twist. But the movie, I didn't care for. I prefer the movie that they made called Would You Rather, and it was a little bit low budget with Brittany Snow, and it was kind of the same feel, and I preferred that movie more. But I haven't seen Scream 6. I don't even know what happens. I haven't been spoiled. So guess what, guys? Please don't spoil me.
Yeah, I really like Scream. I like Scream 6 a lot. So yeah, I've liked all their films so far, varying degrees. But Abigail was a fun film. We don't get a lot of vampire movies, and this is a single location film, which I really like single location films. So yeah, I thought it was cool.
I mean,
Yo, Brandon, what's up?
Right?
Huh?
Did you watch Renfield?
Yeah, I like Renfield.
I mean, that was a vamp movie. I mean, they're coming back. Truthfully, man, nothing really goes away. It loses a little steam, but it's always in the background because there's so many Shudder low budget vamp movies that's been coming out over the years. So it's like they're there, guys. Like, but I guess people.
I just mean like in
attention.
the movies. Yeah, I just mean like in the movie theaters. Like when you think about Shudder, Shudder's probably the smallest streaming service other than Tubi in terms of like reach.
You think Tubi is really that small at this point? Tubi seems like it's growing to be like people love Tubi.
Yeah, that's true. It is free, so that does help. But when I look at like Tubi originals and then like the streaming numbers, they're not even in like the top 50. So I know there's a group of people that love them, but I don't think they're like streaming heavy. I don't even know if they're finishing the movies. Maybe we'll be getting to the part where the meme is at and then click the movie off.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, also to your last comment, he says they don't do much new in horror. I kind of differ, man. I think they are doing a lot in horror. It's just sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't. Horror fans are very grand polished. Like they love what they love. And
Grandpa,
you
it's
know,
just hilarious.
what I mean? I'm in the horror community and I love them guys. But you know, I get killed for my opinions over there because I like to be entertained with horror. I like silly shit sometimes. Like I like the later Jason.
Yeah.
They don't. They don't. I don't like it to be taken serious. I don't care for elevated horror. But in
Mm.
saying that, elevated horror is doing a lot of different stuff. So I mean, if you really want to see different stuff, check out some of these elevated horrors. They are trying. They really are.
But even with the silly ones, where we still, that's why I keep saying last year was an all-time year because there was so
Mhm.
much experimental stuff and so much stuff that was dope that I think is
Right.
going to spur more. Like last year and the year before that, it's just going to spur more to go on. Like
Mhm.
Smile is not an elevated horror film, but I really like Smile. I thought the movie was great.
But it feels
Uh,
that way. For some reason, something about it feels like
I think the
it's
filmmaking does.
clearly Yeah, it's clearly been done. Like, maybe not the smile part of it, but the chain letter shit, it's been done to death, but
Yeah,
it
I
feels
think the
fresh for
quality
some
of the
reason.
filmmaking is why. I think movies like the chain letter movies, that's a good thing because there's been a lot of chain letter horror. I think that's a good category
Mhm.
to put it in. I think those are usually really cheap looking. You know what I mean? And it
Right.
may not have the best actors in it, but the concept is dope and the horror part of it is dope. But
Yeah, I
this
mean,
with Kevin Bacon's daughter, she's actually a
mm,
good actress.
yeah, she is.
Um, so I
But,
think that's, and then we're getting
those
Smile too.
movies yeah, I can't wait to see that because I didn't like how that ended. I mean, it's a good ending, don't get me wrong, I don't have a problem with it, but it's just like
We want more.
it's a grim ending, and you
Yeah.
want
Oh
more, so
yeah.
it's so see, look, I've seen recent movies, but, those movies do well, though. If you think about it, Zach, like, you got The Ring. The Ring is a chain letter movie, you
Yep.
have, what's the other one? They were passing it, which one's the one where they have sex and then they die?
It follows, and now
Yeah,
we're getting a
that
sequel to that too.
yeah, so they're really gold if you do them right. They
Truth or
hit
Dare.
usually.
That
Shit,
movie's not good,
Final
but
Destination. Final
Final
Destination is
Destination
a
is
chain movie.
the OG, the OG one,
Yeah, that second one still got me scared of the highway. So,
bruh. I think the second
yeah.
one is either the second or first one got me scared of the bath. You remember that scene where the dude slipped in the bath and the thing went around his neck and choked him? And I was like, "What? Oh, I ain't
Bro,
trying to
that
go
shit
back
is
to
real.
sleep."
Like, you ever take a slip, like, in the tub, like, you catch yourself, but it's, like, the scariest shit in the world.
Yeah, your heart drops for like 4 seconds.
Yeah, that's real.
But like T said, it's all subjective, which is really true. Everything
It
is
is.
subjective when you talk about
It
this. There's
is,
no
but
objectivity in movies.
yeah, but my opinion is what matters, though. So, yeah, you're gonna run into those guys.
Yeah. Laser said, I also have a Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich, chocolate milkshake, bacon, cheesy fries for dinner. God, oh man, you eating. I don't know how
You
healthy it
eating
is,
for
but I'm
real.
excited. Some epic
Bro,
fast food. It's not healthy
bro,
at
you
all.
bro, clear the bathroom, bro. I'm just saying. You got
Facts.
the
We were
dairy
just
and the
talking about the
hotness.
bathroom thing. That's a different danger. Um, see, the Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man 2 is amazing. I personally like it because of the story. The acting is great. It's not perfect. See, I
Wow.
don't mind.
Hot
I guess you
take.
could call that as a guilty pleasure. I like Amazing Spider-Man 2.
That's a hot take, actually. I actually really dig that movie, but I've met nobody that likes that movie. And
Oh,
the
you met me.
people, I think the movie's fire. But only thing I don't like about it is I just don't like Jamie Foxx in the movie. I feel like he's
Mm.
in a totally different movie. He's like in a '90s campy comic book movie where everything else feels more grounded. Whereas when he's on screen, it's just like
It's a
goofiness.
whole different thing. I can definitely see that. I de-
Yeah,
I definitely can see that. He
I
looks
don't
like
like it.
he's in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man.
Bro, he
Not
feel like he's
Mark
in
West.
Batman TV series from the '60s, bro. That's what he feels like he's in. I'm like, bro, he's Jamie
Yeah.
Foxx. He can act. Like, who told you this was okay? They was just scared. They must have been intimidated. Like, we're not gonna tell him how to act. Like,
Yeah, we
bro,
don't
it don't fit. It doesn't
but I
fit.
think that's a guilty pleasure though. I think that's a guilty pleasure for you. Because a
It's a
lot of
sad
people
movie
shit on
too.
that movie. Like for me, I don't I don't rate it super high amongst my Spider-Man films, but I still like it.
Mhm. Quick question:
Ooh.
Do you hear that beep? Is that me? Did I just hear a beep? It's like boop.
No.
Oh, okay, I guess it's just
Oh,
me.
that
I swear
no.
that
You
right
hear
there.
this now? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I think that's my Facebook. Hold on one second.
Okay. I thought it was censoring us, like, because we were cussing. So I was just like, I was like, oh, this is
That'd be
something new, StreamYard.
crazy.
This is something new. I can see that happening. with AI going on. Oh yeah, that's coming.
I can see that. Hold on, let me because I was gonna use it to showcase the things, but I'm gonna use Canva instead, so there's no beeping sound. I didn't realize that everyone was hearing that.
I guess if I hear it, they hear it, huh?
Probably.
Tell Zach to get on his job, bro. Y'all the Zach Tech Nation. Y'all gotta tell him. I know he might get a little offended, but y'all gotta tell him. It just makes him better.
That's true. That's true. You don't want me out here just looking
He just
crazy.
don't want y'all to be. He just don't want y'all to come for his neck, but he wants y'all to tell him.
Yo, so, people be. I remember somebody was like, "You ugly as hell. You made for radio." I'm like, whoa.
Hey, I hate to laugh, but wow, where does that come from? Like, why?
That's crazy. First of all, like, you wrong as hell because I'm handsome as shit. I don't know what you talking about. One. And then I was like, yo, get off my line, bro.
He said I'm handsome as shit. Well, maybe he was looking at that. Yo, maybe he was looking at that animation though, the Zack Attack. I like your animation, but that don't look like you, bro. Maybe he was looking at that shit. I don't know.
He said that don't look like you.
He said you ugly. She's like, yeah, why you here for that? Like, okay, I didn't know this was that type of show. Like, why are you looking at me like that?
Some people, yeah, but somebody
was
like
trying to hurt
before you review. I remember somebody said this to one of my YouTube friends. Before you review movies, maybe you should iron your shirt. I'm like, what? What are you talking about right now?
Hey, your people's hilarious. Your people's hilarious.
They say that to me though. That's crazy. But I was just like, why does that matter? what is
that? That shirt must have really been driving them crazy, bro.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie though. There was this one cat. I don't want to say who, but he wore the same shirt in his videos, and he put out his output was pretty high, and it was the same bright shirt. I ain't gonna even say what color it was. It was the same shirt every time. I'm like, yo, that shirt gotta be having a bad day. It's gotta be musty by now, bro. It's like it's been months. It's the same shirt. Like, I don't know. That's the only time I ever noticed it. I was like, damn, what the fuck? Does he ever change his shirt? Because it's a very distinctive shirt, and it's just like, bro, we get it, bro. You ain't got to wear it every stream. And granted, people do content, like they'll do 5 videos in one day. So I get that, but it's like, bro, it's been like 5 months. Like, but 5 months.
Like, what's his name? Oh, shoot. One of the biggest movie tubers on YouTube. He like 2 million subs. What's his name? Jeremy Johns. He wears the same black shirt. I don't know. It's probably not the same black shirt, but he has the same shirt in every video. You know what I mean?
But see, he knows what he's doing. That's why people do the plain black, plain white shirts, because
he wearing a graphic shirt?
Yeah, don't know.
Oh, yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, you date your content too. It's like, yeah, I know you made this. You know, unless you wear that shirt all the time, then they might not know. But it's like a shirt you were wearing during the summer, and then you put that out in the fall. Don't know that you wore that back in June. You just be on June, so don't know.
Oh, that's funny. Brandon said, I watched 97. I'm not a fan. It's not a bad show. It's just not for me. Okay, that's fair. You watch X-Men 97?
Wait a minute. What? I can't process that. I'm trying to read it again. Like, just you don't like the 97 show?
He doesn't want the X-Men 97, the new one they just made, the continuation of the 90s X-Men animation.
Yeah. I'm just trying to like understand how you can like that. I mean, it's all subjective, but what's the matter? I was pretty interested. I'll be interested in what era he's from. Oh, that's your boy right there. He don't like anything. Yeah, well, shout out my dude. Yeah, I see him all the time on the Spoiler Kings. What's up, dude?
He said, I'm not a huge fan of the Joker. I'm just mad Joaquin Phoenix thought he had a chance with Zazie Beetz.
That's fire.
That's hilarious.
Dope. I like that one.
But the whole point of the movie was that he did it. I prefer Turbo over Mighty Power Rangers, the movie. It feels more like a Power Rangers movie to me. Also, I always related to Blue Ranger because he had the same name as me. Oh, nice. I'm actually going to be reviewing Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, on another person's channel that does throwback movie reviews. And then I'm going to have her on here. She's a black movie tuber. So I'm excited to have her on.
CC?
No, it's not CC, but I definitely want to have CC on eventually. It's like that in every slasher movie. They always have a stand-in bigger actor. That's true. Hey, Collective Movie Man, welcome to the live stream, beloved channel member. What you about to say, Cal?
Where's my hay? Where's my hay is what I'm gonna say. Where's my hay?
Yeah, we talk to each other like every other day. Oh, you mean like why do you say hey to you?
Yeah. No, your boy, he said about the Power Rangers. That was a real hot take. I've never heard that in my life.
The
Respect to
Turbo
it. I
one?
get what he's saying. Like, yeah, because it is a different movie. That's why some people don't like it more because it is like it's more movie-ish, whereas the first movie does feel more true to what that
The show.
iteration of the Power Rangers was. But um, guys, after the 17 one, I know you haven't seen it, Zach. The 17 one is just great. I think that's going to go down as like Harold. They're going to put that up very high. Like once time passes and more people see it.
That's gonna be another guilty pleasure film that turns into a cult classic.
Yeah, it's great, man.
Tubi is huge now. Tubi is low budget movie wise. Yeah, Tubi starting to some stuff. They just got Batman and Robert Pattinson. Yeah, they have a deal with Warner Brothers to get their movies on there.
I don't know if I like that
How
though.
was?
I mean, it's great because your variety you could pick from, but it's going to start taking Tubi from what they kind of are like horror fans. We love
Yeah,
that, and once they start getting these bigger titles, they're not going to focus
you're
on
not
those
gonna
titles.
invest
Like
in it.
there's out of print movies on Tubi. Like people don't get it.
Yeah,
Like movies you got to pay $100 to find. So I
yeah,
kind of like that.
yeah. But that always happens. Like, unfortunately, the business model for that is not sustainable. You know, it would go
Hmm.
away. Like a lot of these movie streaming service. You remember that movie streaming service that came out a couple years ago that was supposed to be like 30-second shows or movies, and you're supposed to keep watching it like every week. They'll give you another 30 seconds. That
Yeah, that was
came and went
trash.
in like 2 weeks. It was stupid. But
It
it's
was
like it's not a sustainable model.
no, and it's bad for the culture, and and not just the culture, the world. Like because we're already
Yeah.
ADHD. Like
Oh
you're like pushing that further for us to 30-second content. Like I understand the thinking of why they did it because I
yeah.
mean, look at TikTok. I
TikTok, of
understand the
course.
thinking, but it's just like, bro, why'd y'all do that? Like,
Yeah. And also, it's just like, yeah, you're right. Because people, my boy told me like 2 hours is long for a movie. I was like, what? That's like standard. If it's not a
if it
comedy, that's standard.
if it's good, it's not. But you know what I'm realizing? That even though our movies were shorter in the 90s, early 2000s, there is an art to making a 90-minute film or 80-minute film and making it cohesive, concise, compact, and it's
Also,
all makes sense. Like
yeah,
that's a real skill. And I think a lot of people make long movies because they don't know how to end their movies. Like as much as y'all love the Batman, I don't think he knew how to end that movie. That movie could have ended like 3 times. So
I can see that.
not saying it wasn't good, but it was really good. But it's just I don't
It could
think
have
these
ended
people know how
sooner.
to end their movies.
And the ending is the hardest part. I really love endings. There's only a few endings of movies that I love from you from last year when I'm thinking about it. Like Talk to Me, I love that ending. I
Mhm.
think the Barbie ending I really liked. But other than that,
Yeah,
it's
don't tell
hard.
me you like that Spider-Verse ending, that second one. Like, come on.
I
It
love that
wasn't
shit.
an ending. It wasn't an ending though.
It's a buzz. To a middle
I
movie,
mean,
it's an end.
it's a setup. Like, it's my problem with the new Mortal Kombat. It's just a setup
Cliffhanger.
movie, and I don't know.
Movies can have
We'll,
cliffhangers. If a movie is meant to be watched as a trilogy, I don't mind that.
I
This
just
was
always
the last
believed
one and
in
not doing it again. I'm like, what the hell?
I just always believe in set your movie up for the best thing possible. So if it never get made again, you can still watch it and be like, oh, okay, that was the ending.
But they have the confidence knowing that that's not going to happen. They know they're getting a third movie. There's no shadow of a doubt that the third movie's being made. But Collect Movie said, how's everyone weekend? What did everyone see this weekend? I saw Abigail, and I am how many minutes left I have? I have 40 minutes left for Rebel Moon Part 2. That's all I've seen this week. Oh, and I saw Late Night with the Devil. I think Kal-El, you should check that out. I think you'll like that movie. It's
Oh,
on Shutter now.
is it fire though?
Yeah, I think it's a great movie.
Oh man,
It's set
is
in
it
the
long though? It looked like
70s.
one of them long ones.
It's not. No, I don't think it was long. It's under 2 hours.
Okay.
Um, it's it's a 1977 late night talk show host. Brings on a girl who's her therapist says the devil's inside of her and he needs ratings, so he's like egging it on, and yeah, it's good.
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah, I'm not
simplifying it.
really into possession movies, believe it or not. Like I am a huge horror fan, but possession
Yeah,
is not really my bag.
it's a little
But
different. It's not the
it,
standard possession movie. I think that's why I liked it a lot.
okay, I'm
It
gonna definitely
avoids
check
a lot
that
of the
out.
tropes that you get from
Yeah, I'm
possession
not into the religious
stuff.
like The Omen. I'm not into that type of stuff. Like
Yeah,
actually that might be the only movie that scared me. Maybe that's why I'm not into it.
because it
But
legit scares you. It feels real. Um,
Yeah. So like The Exorcist.
did you watch
It's a good
anything?
movie, but nah.
Yeah. Did you watch anything, Kal-El, this weekend?
I have been on a you about to call me old man. I've been on an old man kick watching Slumber Party Massacres. I've been watching that series and I've been watching Sorority House Massacres and I've been having a ball. They are not, unless you're a horror fan, slasher fan, and boobs, a fan of boobs, you this is not the stuff for you. They're just popcorn horror, and
Gotcha.
I've been having a ball with them. Some of them are clearly bad, but they're just fun movies for me.
Yeah.
The further I think if I'd have watched those in the '90s or even the 2000s, I'd be like, this is trash. Some of them, but now that I'm further away from it, I think I've learned to appreciate that. It's not so much garbo anymore to me. It's just
Yeah.
it's just fun
Yo,
bullshit.
if I
You know,
watched Evil Dead when I was younger, I would have not like it. I think now that I understand the different types of things that people are going for, not everything needs to be serious. I was able to enjoy
Mhm.
and love that movie. Especially the
Right.
third one's my favorite one. I think it's
That's
my order of the original Sam Raimi's is Army of Darkness 2 and 1. So the
mhm.
different opposite of release order. But yeah,
Yeah.
I appreciate the zaniness of it.
Yeah, Army of Darkness is one of my favorite movies of all time, and the only one I've
So
ever
good.
seen in that franchise. The funny
That
thing
is
is
hilarious.
no, but the funny thing is when Bruce Campbell, if you ever watch the doc, he says this, and it's so true. He says he told them not to call the movie that because nobody's going to realize that this is part of a franchise. And until
Yep.
2015, I've been watching that movie since I was a kid. Until 2015, I didn't know that was part of a franchise. Like I didn't know there was other parts to that movie. So he was right.
Yeah.
So I got to still watch the other ones.
I think you'll like 2013 and 2023 a lot. I gotta watch the
Yeah,
show though.
the show looks great though. Yeah. I
Yeah.
just got to get Rises. That's the only one I don't have.
That is the new one that came out last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great. It's
And you
great.
like that one though. I think I remember your review on that.
Yeah. And I just did a watch along. It was real fun. I
Cool.
did not do anything this weekend except watch movies at home, watch True Lies, Abyss, Aliens, Deadpool, and Deadpool 2. Wow. That's a great lineup.
He watched all his pickups. Those all new
Yeah.
movies just came out.
Yeah. What movie had Kevin Bacon's daughter? That would be Smile. The horror movie Smile had her. Sophie Bacon is her name.
Sophie Bacon's crazy.
I know. I think
That just sounds funny.
Spider-Man movies are pretty good. Hey, Lawrence Support, what's up, man? Guilty pleasure movies, huh? Yeah, let's and in the chat, let's your guilty pleasure movies. We're about to reveal the list. I just wanted to talk and chat and catch up real quick with you guys. Having a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
with you beautiful people. Y'all don't have to
Oh,
be
he
scared
said,
when I be giving Zach the smoke. I'm friendly. I'm a good guy. Don't be scared of me.
can I hear it? That beeping. Oh man, I wish you would have told me earlier. I would have shut it off.
I just thought it
Oh
was
boy,
something new. I just thought I was being censored.
the laser. Oh my, he always comes with the dad jokes. What did the traffic light say to the other one? Look away. I'm chaining. I'm not
I
sure.
don't catch it.
I'm
I
not
don't get it.
catching it. Sorry, man. What if people ever said that to me and the comment I'd be blocking them because sometimes I'll be in my pajamas when I review movies. Oh, okay. I hear you. Some people like to be chill and comfortable. I always iron my clothes before I do a video. I usually just my clothes just usually just I'm either in like a tee. I usually don't wear white because you can see the wrinkles more in white tees, or I'm like in my work clothes. He's like Kal-El is wild. Kal-El be wild sometimes, but that's why I like having him on.
Thank you. Thank you.
I was never into X-Men until Hugh Jackman, Halle Berry, Michael Fassbender, and John McAvoy came along. I never watched the cartoon back in the day. I would have spent that time watching Ted a third time. Wow.
I don't know. Maybe I need to rewatch the old series, but I might go on a limb for until I rewatch it. I'll go on a limb and say that is the best X-Men content I've ever seen. Is the original cartoon
Mm.
from the '90s to me.
The,
Um,
the dialogue doesn't hold up, but the storylines and everything else does.
it resonated. I don't know if I love X-Men as much as I do. I had the comics. I went to see most of the movies in theater. But it's just, that is the quintessential point for X-Men for me. That makes it like, all right, for instance, Zach, you love the Adventures of Batman and Superman. You love that Superman show a lot, and it's the
Yeah.
same thing. It's like it came out at a moment in time where it's very important and special. So, but
Yeah.
movie wise, if you guys ever want to see my ranking of the X-Men movies, check. I have a reel on YouTube and Instagram, and I took some heat for that top 5, but that's
It's your
I'm
top
not
five.
conventional with those. This man right here doesn't watch the X-Men movies. He gives me grief, but he won't watch all of them.
Oh, okay. I was like, what are you talking about? I didn't watch all of them. Okay, yeah, that's true.
You didn't.
No, I didn't watch the 2 Wolverine movies. I didn't watch New Mutants, and I didn't watch
Come
Dark
on.
Phoenix.
Come on, man. You got to take it for the team. They're not that
For
bad.
what?
But why not?
To be
Because they're
reset it.
fun, bro.
They're
They're
not.
fun.
I'm good. I'm good.
Come on,
I
bro.
have other stuff
All
I'm
right,
trying to
I'm gonna challenge you. That's my 3. I changed my list.
chill. No, don't do that.
Yo, I'm telling you. Yo, but you like movies people don't like. So I'm telling you, man. All right. Hard hit it. Okay, I
One
get
day
it.
I'll try. I do want to watch New Mutants. I always meant to watch it in theaters. I just didn't get. What did it?
That's the one you want to watch of all of them. Wow.
That was the only one that interests me. I don't
Dark Phoenix.
really like watching.
It's not a great movie, but it has really good pieces to it. It really do.
I bet it does. One day I'll watch it.
Why you be doing me like that, bro? You just like low broing me like that. You like, yeah, I bet. I feel like you patting me on my back. Like, nah. Out of here, buddy. You like them? That's great, buddy. Don't be patronizing me, bro.
He said, "That's great, buddy."
Yeah, that's what it felt like.
Oh,
see, and that's why I be getting in my smoke bag. I be like, nah, he ain't gonna be talking to me like that.
It's not intentional.
That's the worst. It's not intentional, and you still talking to me like that. That's worse.
So what's up, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. You said Tubi's not gonna be free forever. I could definitely see it being paid eventually, but they got to get better content though. Secret of Ooze is a movie I watched on VHS all the time as a kid, and I still love it. See,
it's my favorite.
Oh yeah,
you know what? In the back of my mind, I know it's not better than the original, especially now that I'm older, but it's still my favorite.
You still have an attachment to it. Quibi was that streaming service that I was talking about that was trying to do the 30-second show.
Quibi.
Or 60
Kevin Hart did something for them. Like that movie was a Kevin Hart movie, right?
Yeah,
they was trying.
Ted Show was great. That's what I hear. I want to watch it. The clips I've seen is mad funny. Turbo is also the goated Power Ranger season. I don't know. I love Turbo, but I don't agree with that.
You tripping, man? You tripping? I'll take Turbo Man over that if you know who that is.
This Fallout is on point. I need to finish Fallout. I heard it's really, really good. I could watch a 4-hour movie or a 5-hour movie as long as it's good story and good acting. If it doesn't have, I will book it out. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know. Like, even if a movie's good, I don't know if I can last 5 hours. Like the Snyder Cut 4 hours was cutting it, but I was super invested in that, so that's different. The ending of Men scarred me.
It just depends, man, because a lot of them biblical movies I watch, they're very long, so I get into them. And the Snyder Cut, I didn't even feel that was long. I was so entertained. So
I think
I guess it depends.
I think the pacing of that movie helped a lot.
Yeah, and the fact that it says chapters, there's like chapters.
Yeah, it helps. So you know where you are in the film. And I also think it helps that most of the people that saw that movie kind of saw parts of it already. So you already.
But did they really? That's like 15% the same movie. Like it's really a whole different movie.
I was just saying parts. I didn't say the whole thing.
Somebody tried to pump fake me, Zach. They were like, "That movie's trash." I'm like, "Yeah, right." And they're like, "Yeah, it's trash." I'm like, "You didn't see it, did you?" The way they were talking, they was like, "Yeah, I seen it's the same movie as the first movie." I said, "I know you didn't see it now." I said, "Yo, there's probably like 15 minutes worth of footage just the same throughout that movie." I'm like, "Dude, it's a totally." And then when they watch it, they're like, "Oh yeah, you was right." But they couldn't let it go. They're like, "Still ain't great." But
now similar in there, it's completely different.
Yeah, even the music is tonally like changes the whole movie.
Yeah. If you had characters from your favorite movie team up, who would you pick? Ooh, for my favorite movies. That's interesting. Can you answer that question, real quick, while I look up my favorite movies?
Do you want batshit, like just stuff that don't belong together, or do you just want something that's kind of in the rim, like some superhero shit?
Just crazy. Let's go crazy. Let's get nuts.
All right, you want to get nuts? All right. Pause. Let me see. I'll say, I'll cheat and say there was this idea floating around. Quentin was talking about it too. Where the Django would team up with Zorro. I would love to see that with that
Oh,
tone.
that'll be cool.
I,
That'll be cool.
yeah, I would love to see that tone. Zorro, even a Zorro movie in that tone. Period. Because I love those two Zorro movies with Antonio Banderas. I love those.
Yeah,
So
that
I'll cheat and
makes
say
it a
that,
lot.
or give me he said team up, or he said just in a movie. What did he say?
I think they said team up. Where they team up together?
Because I was gonna do Jason and Michael, but let me see. Team up. Go ahead, Zach. Go ahead, Zach. You got something, don't you?
I think I would like. This is two Loki movies, and I think these movies might be on this list here. Let me see. Yeah, I think they're
Yeah.
both on this list. So the villain in The Collector and the villain in The Hush. It'll be cool to see them two team up in like a slasher Avengers kind of film.
Okay, I got two. All right. Now I would want them. I would want both of these movies where they would fight, but you know how that usually goes. They'll team up at the end of the movie. So, so I'm gonna go that route. Give me RoboCop and Terminator. Give me that movie. That'd be epic. And they team up at the end. I don't know who the hell they team up with against. What, the Transformers? I don't know. But and then give me Jigsaw and Kevin McAllister from Home Alone. Just do it. Just do it.
Yo, that's a crazy combination. That's hilarious. It's funny that you said that because that RoboCop Terminator movie almost happened in real life.
I'm sure it did. Yeah, I mean, and I keep telling people, like, when they were talking about, I think it was on your stream, when we ever get a Marvel versus DC movie, and I'm like, I don't think you guys really want that, because I think when that finally happens, it's over. That's like the last big movie, because usually that's when it happens. Like, friendships is cool, guys, but these companies, it's money. They're in competition with each other. That right shit is real. That's the reason we haven't got a lot of movies, and we're just getting some movies. So when we got Freddy versus Jason, guys, and Alien versus Predator, that's because them franchises wasn't going well, and there was nothing left to lose. So I think if that DC versus Marvel happens, it's just like, that's it. That's our last big bang.
Yeah, we don't have nothing else. We're starting to trend down. We got to get you guys back in the theater, that kind of thing.
I kind of don't know if I want it. You know what I mean? Like, I guess we can get it in animation. I can see that happening.
That'd be dope. Like an Elseworld animated movie. Yeah. Zach, you need to watch Baby Reindeer. That is on my list. I've been hearing so many things about it, so I'm definitely gonna check it out.
That sounds wild. Who made that title?
Slumber Party Massacre remake was pretty good.
Yeah, it was okay. It was pretty good.
So Zach, you didn't watch Return of the King? No, I have not watched it yet. But I know. Actually, I'm not gonna promise no more. I've been promising for the last 3 weeks. Not gonna promise.
You said I got good intentions. I'm going to do it. I just ain't putting a date on it.
Yeah, I have it on my goals for this week, so it should happen. Hey, Kenny Sparks, my moderator of my chat. What's up, man?
Kenny Sparks be trying to get me to smoke on the low too. He's a side shooter though. Like, he don't straight shoot, he just side shoots. And then he screws up his face right before he getting ready to give you the smoke. Like, it's getting ready to come. It's like, oh, you about to say something loud. Like, Kenny, I didn't mean it that way, Kenny. I didn't mean it that way.
My guilty pleasure movie is Monsters University, which is one of my favorite movies and top 7 Pixar movie. Nice. I think that is a bit of a hot take. I know some people that don't like that film.
What about Megan and Chucky as a team up movie? Look, I'm still on that question.
The smoke. Megan and Chucky, I heard, is a possibility.
Yeah, there's something big coming. Like a universe.
Yeah, I think they're gonna do it. They actually said that there's a possibility in talks. They kind of talk to each other about doing Abigail, the movie that just came out, and Megan. So I don't know how that's gonna work. An AI robot versus a vampire, but hey, I'm down for the crazy ideas.
I think what's going to happen, a lot of people aren't really catching it. I shouldn't even give y'all this free smoke, but I think y'all could book this too. Michael Myers and Chucky is going to be in the same universe. They're already Universal. They both have series that's going to basically be on Hulu. It looks like the new Chucky series is going to go Hulu too. So I think that's going to happen. A few years ago, when their movie was coming out at the same time, or their movie and their show, they were doing promo trailers together. So I think that's the big thing Don Mancini's hinting at. I don't know how you make it work. I'm not saying it's going to be good, but I think I think we're getting close to a big universe happening with a lot of characters in it.
Horror movies, because we are getting the Pooniverse right now. That name is so wild.
Yeah, that name is crazy.
But it's happening. That's what they
Say it
decided to
again,
call
bro.
it.
What's that name?
The Pooniverse.
What is that name?
Like Winnie.
Yeah, I just had to make sure I heard it right.
Yeah, I know.
Pooniverse.
Guilty pleasure movies, rom-coms. I
Did you ever
love
think?
rom-coms.
Yeah, you do. Like,
What you saying?
dude, did you ever think Winnie the Pooh is a little taboo-ish? Like just the original character. Like you got this
Why would-
naked bear with just a shirt on, like always looking in the woods looking for Christopher Robin. Yeah, it's
Bears-
kind of like weird.
Bears are usually naked.
Kind of weird, bro. But he wants you to know he ain't got no drawers on, bro. Like he's wearing a shirt, looking for, always asking where Christopher Robin is, bro. And Christopher Robin, low-key, always hiding from me if you ever really pay attention. So it's like,
why are you doing this to the class? Why are you doing
no,
this?
just like that hit me one day. I'm like, yo, this shit kind of weird. No wonder it's a horror movie now. You know? I don't know.
I watched the first one for the first time recently. Jesus Christ. Yo, they made that with 2 cents. Guilty pleasure, I guess, Batman and Robin. Ooh, I think that's on somebody's list. My guilty pleasure film is the entire Fast and Furious franchise. Listen here, sir.
Facts.
There are some
Facts.
good. I watched
speaking
the
truth.
first Fast and Furious movie for the first time ever a couple weeks ago. I didn't realize I never saw it. It's a really good movie. Like a legit solid movie. It's not trash. Bro. It's a solid movie.
It's just that it's polished trash. Like it's like a different era trash, so it looks better than this era's trash. So you know what I'm saying? It's still trash. It belongs on that trash boat.
Tomorrow, I'll be putting out a review tomorrow on what I thought. Nice. I'm going to see that.
5 is watchable though. 5 and 4. 4 is like you want to like it. It's okay, but 5 is like that's where it's at, and the rest is just like, come on, bro. What are we?
I like 5, 6, and 7. Outside of that,
I ain't gonna comment on it. I ain't even seen 6 yet or 7. I stopped after 5. Yes, that's not a guilty pleasure. Like. Don't be hating. That's not a guilty pleasure.
Not good.
Yo, that's a fire movie. That's a see. All right, look, let's talk about it. Guilty pleasures. When it comes to comedy is the most subjective thing ever. So like that is a good movie, man. I'm with it. And Homegirl is fine in that movie. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. That's why you like it so much.
Nah, he did that role.
He said, my guilty pleasure is I Spit on Your Grave franchise and the 2 collector movies. The collector movies are on my list. So I'm glad
he getting right. He biased already. I also want you at the end of the stream tell me who had the better list. Just saying.
Yeah. I'll drop a poll in there. My guilty pleasure
don't
TV
be biased.
Game of Thrones and House of Dragons. Those are not really guilty pleasures collector movie. Those are beloved franchises that
like really beloved.
That's not guilty pleasure. Guilty pleasure are movies that you like that the consensus is that it's not good or like people write off.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and the Spit on Your Grave movies. It now to I almost say regular people because I'm one of these horror people that I speak of. So horror people, that movie is that's a big franchise to them, just especially hardcore horror fans. So I don't know if depending on who you talk to, that might not be a guilty pleasure, but I see what you're saying. It's probably made guilty. Like the editing and shit is probably a little, shaky.
Especially just like mainstream. He's probably talking about like mainstream non-horror, super horror fans.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So they want to know my favorite movies that are bad, huh? Just wait till they get a load of me. Okay, Joker.
All right, Jack.
Honestly, them Netflix Tyler Perry movies are a great watch if you want to laugh to how insane it is that they actually got made.
Why are characters always the same? Why are they always the same? Why are they always no good dudes in these movies? Like, can we get some complexity, Tyler Perry?
And no good religious dudes too.
Yeah, it's always the same. And yo, he don't like the women either. Let's give him the smoke. Like they always getting punished for some shit. If they cheated, they deserve to catch something. They deserve to have everything taken. It's like, bro, like these movies are sad as hell, low-key.
Yeah. I was watching Mio Coppola, that last one. That's my worst movie I saw all year. So far.
That's messed up.
And
the worst movie though?
Yeah. It's bad. Like it's bad. It don't even make it jumps the shark. The dialogue is terrible. The movie's at confliction with itself because it's trying to position Kelly Rowland as this I'm strong, I don't need nobody, but she's getting steamrolled by everybody in the movie. So she
Mhm.
doesn't seem strong at all. And the ending is just nonsense, bro.
I will wonder what the female perspective will be in that. I'm really curious. I'm just wondering how they
Well,
will feel
majority of his audience
because
is
that is
female,
clearly a
so they
movie
love
for
this
them.
shit. Yeah, they love that shit.
Yeah. I mean, I catch his movies. I'm not in tune with them as as much as we make fun of them. I do catch some of them, and they are watchable. There's
Yeah,
two good ones though. There is two good ones, but um, I'm
there's
just
some
curious
good
because
ones in the
the
beginning.
one with Taraji, because he's trying to get her an Oscar. If you ever watch all the movies he does with Taraji, it seems like he's trying too hard to get her into. It never works. Like the Acrimony and the
Yeah,
what was the other one he did? I Can Do Bad by Myself and the topic of rape and stuff. It feels like he's trying to get her to a place that just I don't know. I think maybe they don't like Tyler Perry. They're just not taking his movie serious.
he's not good enough to get her to that place.
He needs
For a
help
while.
writing. He doesn't want to. He needs a writing partner. I think he'll be
He needs a
if he
team.
gets a good. Yeah, he wants to do all the writing. Yeah,
For what?
he's
I
like
don't
Zack
know.
Snyder. Zack Snyder needs some.
But Zack Snyder doesn't write his movies, so that's different. He directs his
Yeah,
movies. The directing is never the issue. It's the issue with the movies. Well, I guess the slow mo people don't like, but if the story was what people liked, then no one would have a problem with his directing style. It's the fact that they don't like these stories that he's telling.
the
And this
slow
is from
mo is
somebody
cat.
that's a fan of his movies. Like,
Mhm.
I like his stories that he's telling, but I can
Right.
tell other people don't.
I think that's cap though. Like when they be like, "Oh, the slow mo," because remember how much we loved slow mo. It's like it's not that serious. Like they
Some
hate this man's
people
movies about the slow mo.
Some people, yeah, they talk about that a lot. Nah, I'm not lying. I'm watching Rebel Moon Part Two, and there's a slow mo shot of somebody taking water out of a well and drinking it. And I was like, bro, okay, you're wilding.
Yeah, he didn't. He
Like
didn't have to do that though. See,
that's
I didn't see
indulgent.
Rebel Moon.
That's
He
not even a
said, "This is
spoiler.
fire."
I'm just like, what is this, bro? Like,
You
why
know
why
what?
are we
He was
taking?
trying to piss people off. He heard y'all. He said, "All
I
right, I
feel
got
like
something for
these
y'all."
movies are. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like after watching these two movies, I feel like he's trolling.
He said he's trolling. He
I
said he put
really feel
all
like
that
he's
in. He's
trolling
trolling.
because he
Wow.
honestly
He
just
might
said,
be
"I want to make
trolling
6
Star
more
Wars
of
though.
these," and I was just
He
like,
might be
bro,
trolling them
he might
because
be.
he said they rejected his movie, and the way people were talking about this movie, it's like, yeah, well, no wonder. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, because turtles and street sharks together. I like that. I like
ooh,
that.
that's fire. I got a better
That's
one for
super.
you guys. Turtles and
What's that?
X-Men, the mutant
Ooh,
mayhem.
okay. Mutant Mayhem. Yo,
Yeah,
that shit's genius. That's genius. I'm not gonna lie. That blew my mind
appreciate
just
that.
now.
Copywritten.
But
Okay.
turtles, street sharks, and what's the one with the mice? Um,
Mice.
no, not even that.
Piggy in the brain.
Turtles, street sharks, and SWAT cats. Put them three together.
What about Thundercats? Nah, that don't fit.
That's
What's the one I'm
just.
trying to? What I'm trying to think about? I thought you was gonna say gargoyles for some reason. I don't think it
I think
fits, but
Gargoyle's too
that's what I thought you
serious.
would say. Yeah, it's too serious.
Yeah.
But that would be a fire movie if done right.
Jordan Peele's trying to get it off the ground. I hope he does, because that should be fire.
Ooh, ooh, his tone might work with that too. Yeah.
Yeah. Blade and Daredevil. That's
Oh, that's
probably
coming
coming
though.
soon. That's
I
coming.
think
They're
Blade and
doing.
Ghost Rider is better, but yeah.
I think they're gonna do Midnight Suns with where it's Ghost Rider, Strange, Blade, Daredevil. I
Hmm.
think that we're gonna see all of them interact and fight
They just gotta
vampires
get
and
that
witches.
Blade together, bro. Like they sound like they doing
Yeah.
him dirty.
Well, they're shooting in next week, so the movie's underway. It's coming out.
But ain't the movie
Finally.
like all this stuff we was hearing? It sounded like it was already shot. A lot of it.
No, it was a lot of start and stop because the Mahershala Ali's just like, I don't like this, and then I have to stop.
They're gonna find a way to write him out because the way I don't know if he is problematic. I don't want to do that and say he is, but to them he's problematic because if he keep making them stop their production and this is what they want to put out, they're gonna find a way to get him out of that MCU.
I think the one reason why I feel like that might not happen is because since Blade wasn't originally in their plans, the movie's literally only happening because Mahershala Ali called Kevin Feige and said Blade. They had no plan on making this movie. And you can see it. You can see the fact that this movie has so much problems that they didn't have no plan to make this movie.
It doesn't fit though. I was wondering how you put all right, mutants one thing, but how do you pull vamps to make that fit? I
I
mean, it's
think
not
because
comic book
they
realm.
introduced
You get it.
witches
Yeah,
and they
yeah,
just introduced a werewolf.
yeah, yeah. It's
I
definitely
think,
coming through Strange and Wanda and all that. Coming through that way.
yeah,
But
yeah.
it's
I think
just
that's how you do
like
it.
like just looking at it though, like Blade
Yeah.
and but we'll
I think
see. We'll
Deadpool
see. This
Wolverine will
Punisher
help.
stuff.
I think
The
Deadpool movie
Punisher
will
stuff
help
I'm
with it
worried
be
about
R-rated. Why?
because that show was really good. That was a
Yes.
good show, fire. So for them to bastardize that, if they do that, it's gonna hurt like to see that happen.
I don't
But
think it's based on what I'm hearing, I don't the guy who did the Punisher show is doing Daredevil Born Again. So I don't think it's gonna happen.
that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I hope he do it season one tone because season two is while good, it wasn't close to season one. But
Mm,
yeah,
I can hear that.
Tim-
Halloween and Trick or Treat. I haven't seen the Trick or Treat franchise at all, but I heard they're good.
me neither. Me neither. I hear great things.
Megan and Chucky would be dope. Yeah, definitely.
I
Guilty
think the
pleasure,
AI
little.
Chucky would be dope with
Why is
Megan
that a
because
guilty pleasure though? That's a movie that's it got nominated for Best Picture. It did well at the box office. It's a great movie. I
they're
wonder why
little.
you feel like it's guilty pleasure. Because they're little. I'm dead. The first Fast movie is the worst one to me. That's fair. I think
Nah, have you
I think
seen the third
9.
one?
I
Now,
think
what
the
about the
9
third one?
deserves.
The straight to DVD one? I don't know, yo. The third one? Come on, bruh. Like, all right, 9 is like at least it's budgeted though. The third one is like, but the third one did get the franchise back on. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
My
all
movie Most
trash.
Wanted is the only movie Taye Diggs has ever been good in. He's playing a bad actor, which he is. Oh shit.
Yeah, Tupac. Nah, that ain't fair though,
Yeah.
yo. Cause All American is my shit. And
Taye Diggs is not a bad actor.
yeah, All
That's
American
great.
Fire, Kenny, stop it. And what's that? Look, I know. Look, you'll agree. Stella Got a Groove was cool. That was cool.
Yeah. I'll say
What's he,
this. After his
Brown Sugar?
initial run with Taye Diggs, like he had Brown Sugar, he had a couple good movies
Hmm.
when he first started out. I think
Yeah.
after that, he just picked really bad stuff.
I
Like,
don't know anything after his run though. Like I couldn't tell you other than All American. I can't tell you the last 10 years.
he was in a lot of shows where he starred in the shows before All American that will get a season and then get canceled because they just don't do
Hmm.
good.
Yeah, like Anthony Anderson.
You,
Like a lot of people, every
yeah,
show he was ever on got canceled. Even Law and Order. After he
ish.
was on it, it got canceled until
Yeah,
Blackish.
yep. And that's where it worked out. If you cheat in a Tyler Perry movie, you're for sure get AIDS.
I didn't want to say it. Damn, it's like killing the mood,
True.
T.
It's true.
But it's true. It's true. I just didn't want to be the one to say it.
Hot take: Morbius is truly the most movie of all time. It made me more, so it gets 5 stars on Letterboxd. That is hilarious.
I don't know, man. What about Matt Webb? I don't know.
Look, Madam Web is bad, but I don't hate it. I wouldn't tell anybody to go pay to go see that in theaters, but yeah,
I really don't like Iron Man 2, man. I don't know why. I just can't get in. I don't like it.
that's not a hot take. So a lot of people don't like Iron Man 2 and 3. So.
3 is I think I see the potential there, so I kind of ease off of it. It's fine, but you know,
I
but
like 3.
it's okay. But it should have been that should have been the best trilogy, and it's clearly not.
No, it's not. It's right above Ant-Man. No, the trilogy.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. The first Iron Man movie is better than every Ant-Man movie, though. So I don't know.
That's why I said it's right above Ant-Man in terms of trilogies.
Oh, it's right above it. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
what's better? Cap and
Ant-Man has the worst
Guardians?
trilogies. Cap and Guardians is definitely a better trilogy than everything else.
But I think Thor is too. As a trilogy, yes, I think Thor is because I like Thor 1.
If you think of those 3 films, I think it's below Guardians and Cap though.
Well, Ragnarok and the first Iron Man are both in my top 5 for MCU.
Okay.
But I love the first Iron Man. So, but those other 2 Iron Mans, I think the first 2 Thors are better than those 2 movies. I just do.
I'm a fan of. I like Thor 1. I like Thor 2, and I like Thor Ragnarok. Heck, I don't mind Love and Thunder. It's not great, but it's not just trash.
Oh yeah, that messes it up. It's not a trilogy no more. It's a quadrilogy now. Wow. Yeah, so that kind of they kind of messed it up with that. I don't know.
Yeah, and we're supposed to be getting a 5th one, so it's probably
it'll happen. It'll happen.
Nah, Mia Cooper Claire's Magical Negroes. Nah, not for me. I know that Magical Negroes is insulting and whatever, but Mia Cooper is just.
It's the title. What was they thinking?
Bruh.
Hold on, and they thought Dear White People was hot. Like the Magical Negroes? Who was they?
The American Society of Magical Negroes. That's the name of the movie.
Yo. Yeah, they wanted to get y'all there on that.
Well, it did. It did terrible. It went on. It went to PVOD real fast. When I think of guilty pleasure, I think of movies you can watch over, good or really bad. No, 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 no. Let's define guilty pleasures. Guilty
All right, because I
pleasures
don't
are
agree. So go ahead, Zach. Go
movies
ahead.
are that guilty pleasures are films. If you have a guilty pleasure, it's something that you know is bad or not as great as other things. There's bad things about it, but you just love it anyway. Those are what I would say guilty pleasures are.
Or it's just universally like considered bad. So, but
Yeah.
you love it, something like that. Because, and there's always going to be ones you disagree. You don't understand why it's hated. Zach feels that way with every review he does. You don't understand why people hate it. So
How dare you?
it's just, it's just. But for me,
Why would
when
you
I did
shade?
these, when I did the 10, look,
Yeah,
I kept pushing to y'all. Hey, I don't believe in guilty pleasures. I really
yeah.
don't. Like, I hear what you guys say. Like when you say Mortal Kombat, so I'll be like, yeah, Mortal Kombat's one of them. But I don't believe in it because I don't feel guilty about anything I watch. I don't feel guilty about liking a movie. I don't feel guilty about watching it. So I just don't believe in it. But if that's the term you guys want to use, I'll play the game. But I feel no shame about liking any movie. Just me.
Directing is for sure the issue with Snyder. Do not agree, but that's fair.
Kenny be hating, bruh. But you know what, Zach? You be down like you be trying to little bro me in the comments and everything, but you will be at ends with a lot of people. Like your takes are different than a lot of the spoiler kings, than Kenny,
Yeah.
than DJ. So you be on the island, but the way you say it and talk, you would think you like everybody was like, yeah, but everybody be like, no, Zach's out of his mind. So
But you know what the thing is? You're the only one to tell me that I'm out of my mind. That's why we do this.
nah, the spoiler king, Byron, he be getting at you on the low. He just does it real like he do it in the middle of a 5-hour show, so you miss it. So he
Yo, when me and him first was live streaming together, we used to go at it all the time. But
oh no, they killed me
those
for
battles.
you. Because they thought since I was from your channel, they was like, he's a representative of Zach Nation, so we're gonna kill him. One day, they was doing the recast T'Challa, and I was like, no, absolutely not. And they weren't having it because it was a cast T'Challa stream, and they were like, oh, he's Zach. Yo, these New York dudes is crazy. I'm like, I ain't even from New York.
Damn, you got heat because you associate with me. That's crazy.
That's crazy. But I love them dudes.
I'll pick Woody, Black Widow, and Wonder Woman. Woody, that's interesting.
Yeah, what? You mean Toy Story Woody?
I think so. Who else?
Oh, you mean Woody Harrelson? Like, yo, what
That's
do you mean, bro?
It has to be Woody from Toy Story.
Woody's a character.
He says,
I
Zack
don't
Snyder,
know.
keep complaining and I'll slow all this shit down.
Facts.
Could you imagine?
Yo, I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna be a little more quiet. I'm gonna let you catch up on these so we can get into it because it is getting a little longer.
Yeah, Gargoyle's so underrated. 100% agree. My favorite movies that nobody likes are Page Master, Turbo, a Power Rangers movie, All Dog Go to Heaven, Secret of the Ooze, and Titan AE. Okay,
That's a
so
list.
I never heard of Page Master. Turbo, a Power
What?
Rangers movie. I don't think there's a lot of people who hate that movie. Maybe it's not as good as, huh?
There isn't. That's a beloved movie. It's just when it comes to the first, they don't love it more than the first.
Yeah, All Dogs Go to Heaven. Really? I think that people like that movie.
Yeah,
But,
I never started. No, it's an underrated film. I don't know if I've heard people not.
People don't really talk about it. People don't really talk.
Yeah, Page Master is definitely one. I've never fully seen that movie, but that's very interesting, dude. I still like his list. I really do.
Yeah, Secret of the Ooze, and then Titan AE is a film that I've never seen, but I've heard good things about. So that's the first time that I heard people say they hate it.
Mm-hmm.
Guilty pleasure films for me would probably be Marvel's Eternals and Shang-Chi. These are two good lists.
I told you. Didn't I tell you? No, we was going back and forth about it. I was like, yo, people don't mess with the movies. He's like, you don't know people.
Marvel's Eternals, I know. Shang-Chi, people like.
Bro, I'm telling you, you got to come to more circles. They don't like Shang-Chi like that, bro.
I don't know.
Yo, you know what the funny thing is? I hear more smoke for Shang-Chi, and I don't know how, but I do hear more smoke for it than the Eternals. Believe it or not, I do.
I feel like it's a race thing, but I'm gonna move on. Picture this: Power Rangers, X-Men, Gargoyles, Ninja Turtles, and Iron Giant. That sounds like an epic ass movie.
Sound like a comic book.
Oh, let's try this again. What did the traffic light say to the other one? Look away. I'm changing. I get it now.
Okay.
Not bad.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, Eric? Welcome to the live stream.
That was definitely a guilty pleasure joke for sure.
It's a dad joke. Cyrus Chaos, he Twitch streams and he just broke the Scott Pilgrim versus the World record for how fast you can beat that game. If you're into gaming and Twitch and stuff like that, go check him out. That same exact name.
Congratulations.
There. Yeah, man.
Congratulations. That's really cool. Wow.
Yeah. I said Little Women because it's so far out of my movie taste, but it's also great. Okay, no, that's fair.
I think you were right, Kenny. I think Zach gave you a hard time. I understood what you were trying to say. Like that fits it. I don't know if people really love that movie like that.
Funny enough, my brother's an extra in Morbius. Oh wow.
I'm not touching it.
That's interesting. So too
I'm
bad
not
that
touching
he
that.
had to waste his time in there. Well, no,
You touched it.
Iron Man 2 is a slog to get through. I can see that.
Yeah.
The first Ant-Man and the Wasp movie is so bland. Yo, the first one is so bland. I mean, not the first one. Yeah, the first Ant-Man and the Wasp is so bland.
Yeah, that movie. God. Yo, that might be my worst Marvel movie. I don't like that movie, bro. Like
so bland.
It's the villain, really? Yo,
Peyton Reed didn't have any sauce at all when it comes to directing. And then he did it again. Like Quantumania is better, but not by much.
It's a cartoon.
4K King. I like the Suicide Squad movies. That's fair.
Yo, he's trying to piss me off.
What's up?
I don't like him.
You don't like him? You don't like either?
No, okay, the second one is. I mean, the first one's weak, but that second one is trash. I hate that movie. Yeah, I don't like it. It's really the only DC movie in that whole DC release that I don't like. Well, to be fair, I haven't seen Wonder Woman yet. I still haven't seen that, the new one. But yeah, I don't like Suicide. Bruh, you have Idris Elba, Viola Davis. Who am I missing here? I'm missing somebody else.
It's a whole all-star cast, bro.
You got the girl, the chick, Margot Robbie. You got all these top-notch actors who really can't act, and you're talking about rats. Your villain is a starfish. Like, really? Like, that shit is trash. Polka Dot did have some funny lines.
How dare you talk about OG Starro, OG Justice League villain like that? Don't do that. How you a comic book fan to do that? Don't do that.
It's trash, bro. That movie is terrible.
I like
that. Is worse than any X-Men movie. I'm sorry.
I do not agree, but that's
bro. You gotta watch, bro. That shit is terrible.
Nah, X3 is not better than Suicide.
I like X3, yo, bro. X3 was dope, man. She got everybody out of here.
Nah,
I like X3.
I don't know about that. I don't think I have any bad movies that I consider guilty pleasures. Or okay, maybe Star Wars Episode 2. That's fair. A lot of people don't like that movie.
I like that movie.
Guilty pleasure for me is Halle Berry's cat. That is an example of a good one.
That is. Yo, he just.
I love that. I don't care. I don't care.
He Googled that. I mean, she Googled that. Cece, you don't like that. You like Halle Berry. Stop it. Don't lie to us like that. You do not like that movie.
First of all, welcome to live stream, CC, and I believe you.
I don't believe you. She probably liked that little cute interaction on the basketball court. That's about it. That's the rest of the movie's kind of booty. Come on.
She likes to have fun. There's movies that I'm like, this is okay. And she's like, this is amazing, 5 stars. And the way she explains it, I'm like, okay, I see why you love this movie. So, you know.
Cece, I'm gonna take away your streaming device if you say that again. Just saying. What are you watching, Cece? Nah, I hear you though. You like what you like.
Yeah. MCU trilogy rankings: Guardians, Cap, Spider-Man. Oh yeah, Spider-Man, Thor, Iron Man, and Ant-Man. That's fair. Yeah, Spider-Man's better than Thor.
Yeah. All right, I tussle with that 5 and 4. That can go either way because of Thunder. That you can still you can swap those. It don't matter.
First 3 Iron Mans versus the first 3 Spider-Mans. I think Homecoming is better than Thor. I think Thor 2 is better than Far From Home, and I think No Way Home is better than Ragnarok. That's just my.
I don't care for Homecoming. If it wasn't for Michael Keaton, I would think that movie's terrible. But Michael that's Keaton? Me. Guardians is
you can't take
great.
Things out of movies and say they're terrible. That's not how that works.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
It's part of the
works
movie.
For me. Hold up, Zach. Didn't you just say I don't care what IGN says? It didn't work for me. You know, dude. Like, cause Michael Keaton's really good. Like, I even like his daughter. You know, she's cute and everything. But you know, it just ain't it. That movie ain't it. But two, I think two is the best out of all three of them movies. The one with Mysterio. Yeah, I like that.
People definitely like Shang-Chi. I know that. Mama Bear, what's up?
Where's these people? What's up, Mama Bear? Did she flirt with you too?
No, she's changing my life chat.
Dude, I guess she only got heart for Byron in them, but yeah.
That's our boys. Leave it alone.
No, problem with that. I was just wondering how far the love go. What up, Deli Del? Del Vaughn and Zachariah back together.
Del Vaughn is crazy. I just did a live stream with him, movie swap. Really, really fun. Go check that episode out on his channel.
Yeah, he actually got
Zach kind of doing a movie swap here, but not like in his way. And the
I don't know if that was a slight or
Godzilla
what.
from -1, just a movie I have not seen yet. Okay.
Have
you seen Oh, you haven't seen -1 yet, right? Okay.
He don't need to see it. Godzilla is trash, bro. Yeah, I said it. Y'all was trying to give me trouble for that. Godzilla them movies are trash. Just saying.
Tripping. Guilty pleasure of mine is Patton Superstar. I never even heard of that movie.
Superstar. That's a Saturday Night Live spinoff. Molly Shannon, I think is her name. Yeah, it was a character she did on Saturday Night Live.
I'm one of the only ones that like Wonder Woman 84. That's a good guilty pleasure.
I might like it. I love me some Gal Gadot.
She agrees with you now. They wasted Starro.
See, it's my girl right there. I like her.
I love second Suicide Squad movie. Extreme trash. Oh boy,
get out the chat, bro. Yo, get out the chat, Dale.
What do boobs and toys have in common? They were both originally made for kids, but daddies end up playing with them. Wow, that's crazy. You made me read that all out on my stream. That's
Hold
crazy.
up. What do? Let me read real quick. Boobs and toys have in common. They both originally. Oh wow.
Oh,
got me.
Eric decided to agree with you before he dipped out. He said, "I also agree with them. The Suicide Squad was Basuda." Damn.
Appreciate that, sir. Tell Dell. Tell Dell.
Another Catwoman fan. Maybe
she just liked to draw Catwoman. That's all that is. Let me not get on the bad side with the ladies. I love you, ladies.
Man, what's up?
Oh, man. She just had a stream about an hour ago.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, she ain't over here. Remember she was supposed to do one with us? Remember that?
Oh, don't. It
remember that?
My mind ever so often, but don't throw shit out. I love Mayan.
I love Mayan. Mayflower. Stop lying to me, man. But I love you.
Zach's right on the money. I still love Catwoman, cringe and all. I told you. I know, CC. My guilty. CC. Hey, Tank, what's up, man? Welcome to the live stream. He said my guilty pleasure is Sucker Punch. That could have been on my list too. I love
that's a good one. That's definitely a guilty for people.
Oh, my light turned off.
Oh shit, he didn't pay the bill.
I'm in dark. Nah, I forgot to plug the charger back in. Hold on.
Catwoman is so bad, it's awesome. Dale. So X3 is trash, but Catwoman is awesome. Like, really? Dale, you doing too much, bro. You just trying to get under my skin. I ain't never forgave you for that Logan better than Superman topic. I ain't never forgave you for that.
Logan's better than what Superman?
The original.
Oh, that's fair.
Stop it, Zach.
It is.
I knew you was going to say that. That's why I didn't even want to say it. I shouldn't even say that.
I didn't say that. I say it's better. I just said it's fair.
But your fair means better.
Berries. Your nostalgia berries is holding.
No, I think that's a really, like, even if I wasn't Superman, if I wasn't him, I still would think that movie. I really would think that was a well tailor-made movie. It's a good movie. Like, Richard Donner did really well with that.
Yeah.
Even though 2 is better. 2 is better, but yeah.
Why is Zack Snyder such a polarizing director? My dad loves his work and says it's Zack Snyder because his favorite comic book film ever. Do you agree, and why it's so polarizing? Zack Snyder is not polarizing because of what he does on screen. It's it's his fans that cause people to really hate his projects, because his fans are rabid, and especially after he started doing DC stuff, and they make you, well, not me, because I'm a fan of his, but I'm not a Snyder cultist. They make you not want to like the stuff that he puts out because you want them to shut up. because if he fails, then they go away.
Just about every fandom's like that now. But I mean, I differ. I think a
But
lot
not
of
for
that
like a
maybe some.
director. Like Christopher
Mhm.
Nolan fans don't come at you online super hard when you don't like a Nolan. Like people say, I don't like Oppenheimer. They left you alone. It's like whatever. Okay, I love Oppenheimer. You know
Because
what I mean?
because it's different. If you say you don't like The Dark Knight or Prestige, you might get a little bit of argument. But Oppenheimer is a biopic. I mean, it's a true event movie, so it's like, you don't like true events. That's what really happened. It's just like there's nothing to really argue about. But whereas I think, as far as the fandom, that's a lot of DC mixed in there with his fandom, and I believe it came from, you guys really did kill Snyder. Like, I remember when Marvel was they dropped Civil War and Batman v Superman was up against it, and Daredevil versus Punisher was on streaming. Like, I remember that whole time, and you guys were killing his movies, and it was without fair reason. And all of a sudden, it felt like they finally watched him and they start judging him fairly, and now they love him. So I feel like people go extra hard for him because he didn't get the benefit of the doubt when he was just trying to finish his story. Cody, you know what I'm saying? He was trying to finish his story and they wouldn't let him. And
Oh, poor
sometimes the
Cody Rhodes.
first installment is crazy because I didn't like Man of Steel when it first came out. Believe it or not, I liked it on the second watch, but I didn't. But once you calm down and realize this ain't your Superman, he's telling something, because that my Superman don't fit in his story. So it's just let
Yeah.
these people tell their stories. And I think people go hard for him because of, the fans really went at Snyder. I don't know if you remember, they were killing him.
No, dude, you know I know.
Yeah.
Look, some of my favorite movies are his movies. Man of Steel, love. Batman vs Superman, love. Zack Snyder's Justice League, love. Watchmen, love. 300, love. 300 didn't get
Mhm.
really that much hate. Watchmen got hate because it wasn't exactly the way it was in the comics, which no adaptation is going to be.
No.
And Man of Steel got hate because Superman wasn't smiling, and Batman vs Superman got hate because Batman was killing. So like he does make creative choices that people don't like, and I understand it. Like, yo, if you're so gung ho on Batman being the way you want Batman, then you're gonna be
But
mad because
you know
Batman's
what's so
different.
crazy?
But
He's not sticking to the source, but it still fits. Like, that's not far fetched for these characters. You get what I'm trying to say? It's just
honestly, he's sticking to a part of the source material that's not popular. Batman used to kill when he first started.
Batman's always killed, bro. Like, what do people think he was doing in them Tim Burton movies, bro? Like
Yeah,
just because the
Christopher Reeve
music is
Superman
upbeat?
killed too.
Yes, he
But
did.
but
Like, all
look,
right.
that's an argument for a whole nother stream.
That's that.
Let me
See
get
what you
into
want
these
to see.
comments.
Mhm.
Yeah, Guilty Pleasure, Mortal Kombat Annihilation. That's fair.
That's one. That's one.
Sucker Punch. Okay, here's a Guilty Pleasure. Oh, he likes Star Wars 8 and 9. That's a really
Oh,
good one. I like 8. I do not like 9.
I wouldn't even come up here with that shit. That's a good one though. Yeah, I
Yes.
told you that's different. But yeah, I like
Tron
8 too.
Legacy. People don't like Tron Legacy. He said he starts fighting with me out of nowhere all the time. He does it to me too. I
No,
think
I don't, man. Don't try to appeal to his
Kal-El,
soft side. Yeah.
Kal-El doesn't fight with you. He does not like you. That's just how I take it.
Hey, yo, that's wow. Cause like when you said it, I was like, is that true? Like I can hear my brain saying that. No, like, cause I could see me not caring. Like if I didn't care for you, I just like, I don't care what he said. But like if I be like,
Exactly.
yo, Zach, I want you to think like I'm thinking Zach, like, but why? Because I like Zach, but it's just
Exactly. I tell you,
nah,
he's not
like
arguing with you. He don't like you. The same way if
nah, that ain't
I don't
true.
make fun of you, I don't like you. Like if I'm just like if I never cracked a joke, called you a nickname, make fun of something you said, I don't care about you at all.
I
Keep it.
don't know, bro. Mayan's lying. She's just trying to get you to like feel like you got a partner in this whole go against Kyle shit. Like I give May all the flowers.
I like that. That was a bar. Guilty Pleasure, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Yep, that's a polarizing film.
Yeah, that's
Let's
one.
see. She loves League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Also, hey John, welcome to the live stream.
Yes,
Also say
yes.
Mila Djokovic. Yeah, I have a
I'm with you.
coworker. Well, I used to have a coworker that those are her favorite films of all time. All of those. She
Those are
loves
fire.
all those Resident Evil films, and she loves Venom.
hmm
That's her shit.
Venom, yeah, it's cool, but the Resident Evils, they're not the greatest, and they're still fire. They're fun.
And Man of Steel is a guilty pleasure. I know some people don't like that movie, but I love that movie. I love that movie too. One of my favorite all time. Resident Evil for
That's a good point.
sure. Snyder and his slow mo. See, told you people don't want that slow mo. He was just on the slow mo guys channel. Watch Match Made in Heaven. Where Snyder wanted to go with his DC was stupid as F. I don't agree, but the Dark Side War going on, I like that.
That Injustice tone, bro. Like Superman being the big bad eventually. That's fire. I don't get that, but okay. To each their own.
Project Rules, the original, another movie, and Alvin and Chipmunks movie. Ooh, that's a good one for a guilty pleasure. Batman killed a lot of people in the Burton movies. That's very true.
He did. He set a guy on fire, bro. Do y'all think he lived? Like, for real. Like, he blew a guy up after he stole him. He stole him off of
Joker in the first place. Dropped him in a vat of acid.
Yo, and that was before. Look, like people try to clean up like he killed his parents. Like, yo, that was before he knew he killed his parents.
1000%. He just did that off the strength. He said, "You doing bad stuff?" Right.
Bruh, that's
he
funny.
said, "Rise of Skywalker."
Yo, he killed y'all. Y'all don't realize he killed Catwoman. Like, she lost one of her 9 lives, so that means she died. Like, he smacked her off the building. I get it though. I'd have smacked her too, but still, I know you can't say that, but she stabbed him, bro. She stabbed him.
Yeah, once you get physical, all bets are off. And other guilty pleasures like the first Suicide Squad, mainly because of Margot Robbie. She looks hot.
Robba.
I don't know where that came from. Margot Robbie.
I think she's overrated. She's overrated.
Yeah, we've had this.
But she's on my list. All right. Let's get into the list, bro. Come on. You ready?
Last one. Guilty pleasure, Jason X. Okay, now let's get into the list. This was really fun. This is our personal list. Zoom in a little bit more. Nope, can't zoom anymore. So these are the lists from the original stream when we talked about. I don't even think they can really read that. But we'll talk about it.
Can you do singles? Like, can you just like upload them one at a time so they might look bigger? Maybe.
That's a good question. Hold on 1 second.
So whose list is better, people? I know y'all like mine's better.
I quite remember the last time we did this. I won.
Nah, I remember I won. I went back and rewatched.
Yeah, I don't know about that, bro.
I don't know. We'll see what they say this time.
Yeah.
But we on your channel, so they be trying to do that home field advantage stuff. So
nah. I'm just better than you. It's all right though.
What? Say that again. I ain't hear you. Be lying out here.
Oh man. Okay. That's a little better. Okay. So this is the ones on my personal list of my guilty pleasures.
Can y'all see that? Let us know if y'all can see that. You might have to just like drop us out and put that on the screen for it. I don't know if they can see that.
You know what? Yeah. Well, I don't know why I didn't think of that. I'm so dumb.
That's what I be saying, bro.
How dare you?
You said it. You said it. I had to.
Yo, my man said. That's what I be saying. How dare you?
Yeah, I'm just joking, man.
I know. Let me see. Yeah, this is okay. This is actually much. I still can't really see it.
It ain't much better, bro.
It ain't much better. We'll just read it off. I tried.
All right. You want to go first? You want me, or you want me? It's up to you.
I'll go first. So, from the original list was Birds of Prey, All the Boys Love Mandy Lane, Hush, Looper, Chloe, the Joneses, The Collector / Collection, Jennifer's Body, which kind of is beloved now, but Crazy Stupid Love, and Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice.
Nice.
I
like his list. He cheated though. His number 4 is The Collector Collection. That's 2 movies, so really he has 11 movies. That's a cheat. I let him get away with it. He still couldn't beat me, but is Crazy Stupid Love really one of those? Because I think I hear about that movie. I've never seen it though.
I don't hear no one talk about that movie ever, but that just might be me. When people talk about Steve Carell, I never hear them talk about Crazy Stupid Love.
So guys, in his list, right? Put your list up again. In his list, his 10 movies, I have seen Batman v Superman. I have seen Chloe's trash. I've seen.
How dare you?
he just like that chick. That's all that is.
No.
So I've seen.
I like the movie.
I've seen Batman. I've seen Chloe. I've seen Jennifer's Body. I've come to like that. I thought that was super trash when it came out. So I've come to like that. And I've seen All the Boys Love Mandy Lane is awesome. That is a good movie. Birds of Prey, y'all really hated on that for no reason. That was a good movie too. So I've seen 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I've seen half of his list. I've seen Batman, Chloe, All the Boys Love Manny Lane, and Birds of Prey. Well, not half. I've seen and Chloe, 5 movies. So I've seen those.
Yeah,
So guys,
yeah,
pick something off his list and that you guys would like me to see, because we're going to come back and review these movies that you pick and that we pick, and we'll tell you
yeah.
what we think.
Part 3 of this video is going to be us reviewing and talking, discussing the movies that we pick. So it's going to be 3 films, one that you guys pick for the list. So you're picking one movie off my list for him to review, and then I'll pick the other 2. And then when we go to his list, you guys pick one film and he'll pick 2, and then we'll come back and do a live stream and just talk about it. So yeah,
Yeah,
guys,
we'll
drop
review it.
in. Yeah, review it. Just drop a. Oh, actually, yeah, he said just do a poll for verses. I'm gonna do that. So let me end this poll here. I was asking you guys if the poll will pop up. Of course, it's not. I'll start the poll right now. Then
I didn't even get the vote.
whose poll? Whose poll? Whose list is better?
How could you end it? They don't even know the list.
Kal-El or Zach? Let's see. So yes, Movie Hunter. I just made a poll so you guys can vote on whose list you think is better. But yeah, choose. He said, hold on, tell them which ones you haven't seen. That's the ones that they want to pick. What movies you haven't seen off my list so they can know to pick.
Okay. Still there, Zach?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I was having a glitch for a split second. I'm cool.
Oh, okay. I was saying, tell the people in the chat which movies you haven't seen from my list so they know, so they can pick. They want to choose a movie that you haven't
All
seen.
right, that's up. I've seen Chloe, guys. I've seen Batman v Superman. I've seen Birds of Prey. I've seen Jennifer's Body, and what's the other one? All the Boys Love Manny Lane. I've seen those 5. So any other movie you guys would like me to see if Zach, I'm calling him Zach. If Zach know what he's talking about, I will do it and see.
So you haven't seen The Collector Collection. You haven't seen The Joneses. You haven't seen Looper. You haven't seen Hush.
Back to Mundo.
So pick. Okay. So Delon Movie said Looper. Kenny said Looper. Movie Hunter said Looper. Okay. Looks like Looper's winning. Delon Movies. Yeah. So we got a couple Loopers. I think you're gonna end up liking that movie, but it was it got some heat for Joseph Gordon-Levitt wearing a fake nose to look like Bruce Willis.
Really? Wow.
Yes. But
wow.
I thought it was a great movie. So the everyone says Looper. I want you to review. So Looper is going to be one movie. I want you to definitely check out. I can't say Hush because you can't find Hush anywhere, so I'm not even going to put that up there. I'm going to say Batman vs Superman. I would love to hear your review of that. And hold on, let me make sure I tell you the correct title of this. Meet the Joneses.
Yeah, Zach, pick something I haven't seen though, man. Pick some stuff I haven't seen.
Hold on. What's the Johnny Depp's ex-wife that was pooping on the bed? What was the name?
Amber Heard.
Amber Heard, because Amber Heard's in this movie. That's funny that
fire,
Amber Heard is in 2 of the movies that I have on my.
You're a fan. She ain't bad looking.
But no, not at all. That's why he was letting her poop.
That's crazy, bruh. She ain't that good looking, but that's crazy.
Some people will let people do.
Hey, yo, we're not going there. Yo, fetish. Hey, yo, that's crazy.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it's called The Joneses. So yeah. So my 2 movies I want you to do is Joneses. So you have Looper, Joneses, and Batman vs Superman. Those are your 3 movies.
Yeah, but I seen Batman vs Superman. That would be a cheat for me to do that. If you want, I mean, I can. But...
So because the only other, yeah, you did see Batman vs Superman. But when's the last time you watched it?
When it came out.
That's a long time. That's like 10 years ago. So yes, Batman vs Superman, the Ultimate Edition. So watch the Ultimate Edition, and then watch the Joneses and watch Looper. Those are your 3.
Damn, I feel old now that you said that. 10 years. Okay.
I know.
So write that down.
Like that long ago, right?
No, it feel like 3, 4. Like, sheesh. Oh wow. But that made me sad.
Because Man of Steel came out 2013, So, and I think that movie came out either a year or 2 years after. So that's what 2015. So almost
And
like
that
9 years.
feels so long ago. I have pictures of that, like me taking pictures in front of the standees, and because I went twice, and I took somebody the second time, and I just remember being so excited to see that, and it's just like, damn, that was even longer. Like it's just we're getting old, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we are. Um, I have a coworker that's 25, and she calls me grandpa, and I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
Wow,
Why
what
are
are
you
you
doing
doing?
this to me?
Like they got to get old too, though, so it's okay.
She dead ass
Um,
asked me, did they have trash cans back in your day? I was like,
oh yeah, she being smart. She
I
being-
almost cussed at her. I was like, yo, you lucky I'm at work. Uh,
like that's crazy.
can you see your list, Cal? You
I
have your
actually
list, right?
have my list.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah, read
can't
up
see
the
none of
list.
that you doing. I just went off memory when you asked me about your list, but I actually have the list in front of me. I
Yeah,
can't see
read
that,
it.
bro. Um, yeah, you got a sharp prescription because I can't see that. Um,
I'm dead. You
so
have our prescription.
my list is how you do? Okay, Batman. I'll go from 10. My number
Oh, I can
10
see
is
now.
Alien 3.
Hmm.
Alien 3, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 is 9. 8 is Vampire in Brooklyn. 7 is Solo, a Star Wars story. 6 is Sin City, A Dame to Kill For. 5 is I,
Hmm.
Tonya. 4 is Street Fighter, the original movie with Van Damme. 3
Yeah.
is The Rundown. 2 is Dr. Giggles, and 1 is Batman Forever, a movie I couldn't stand as a kid, but now I really enjoy it. So, yeah.
So,
So,
out of these movies, I've seen
what have you
Batman
seen?
Forever. I've
Of
seen The
course.
Rundown. I've seen Street
Okay.
Fighter. I've seen Sin City: A Dame to Kill For, and that's it.
Okay. Okay. Everybody in the chat, what movie out of these movies would you like him to see? So that's Dr. Giggles, I, Tonya, Solo. Damn, you ain't seen Solo? Vampire in Brooklyn, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, and Alien 3. So out of those movies, what would you like Zach to review? He's gonna give it the Zach treatment too. He's gonna do a good review. He ain't gonna just cheat me.
There's 2 solos already. Um, 2 solos in the chat. 3 solos. Okay.
Okay. Wow, they going Solo Sokoa or Solo Star Wars? Okay. Star Wars. Okay. Um, damn. Okay.
Oh, hold on. We got 2 vampires in Brooklyn.
Oh yes. Dale, come on, come through. You know Vampire in Brooklyn is great.
Oh, he hit it with the I, Tonya. Oh, he broke it
I
up.
Tanya's I Tanya shouldn't even be on this list. That is a fire movie, but people for some reason won't watch it.
It's been on my watch list for a long time.
It's fire. It's
So
her best
right
movie.
now, people are it's looking like Solo, since Vampire Brooklyn only got 2, I, Tonya got 1. So what's the other 2 you want me to watch? Let me write that down right now as you say it.
So it looks like Solo. How many Solo get?
3.
Oh, okay. Is that everybody? We'll give it another second. Is everybody put their votes in? Come on. Hunter, what you got? He's gonna say Solo. I know he's gonna say Solo.
Movie Hunter
Uh,
said Solo. He says Zach needs
yep.
to watch Solo.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess it's Solo. It is. Okay. For me, I pick for Zach. See, I could go. I want you to believe what I know what I'm talking about, Zach. So I'm gonna pick something I yeah. So I'm gonna pick something I know you're gonna like. You know, like there's a movie you want somebody to see, but you're like he ain't gonna like it, but I still want him to see it. Like it's
Yeah.
so I'm not gonna do that. Because like Dr. Giggles is fire. I love it as a horror
I
film.
had
It's
a
one of
feeling
my
you was
favorite
gonna take
movies.
that, and I was like, he gonna make me watch
Yeah,
this. I'm like, this shit is trash. I
yeah,
said, what I'm
but
talking
yo, that shit is not trash, yo. Yo, I went to look for that movie years ago to buy it, and dude was like, "Yo, you up here trying to buy a Disney movie in the store?" I was like, "Yo, man, it's a horror movie." Like he thought I was ashamed. Like I was trying to buy like a little kids movie. Cause I'm
movie.
like, "Yo, it's a horror movie. Yo, it's the
Oh,
villain
Dr.
from
Google's on
Darkman."
Tubi. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Dr. Giggles is fire. Just got the re-release, even though the transfer wasn't good. Okay, so I'm gonna say with that in mind, I'm gonna pick something I know. I was shocked you seen Sin City. I thought you didn't see that. So I'm gonna say something he would like to see is so they pick Solo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you to damn man, because I want you to see more horror. You need more horror in your life. So I would like to say Texas. I would. I think because it's a little comedy in that one.
I've
So I
never
would
seen
like.
any of those movies.
Wow. There's always Halloween, so we'll bypass that. I'm gonna tell you to watch. Have you seen any Alien movies?
I've seen the first 2.
Maybe you should finally do the third one. Maybe. I, Tonya, for sure. You're gonna like that. So I'm gonna give you I, Tonya, and let me
So I'm
give you
watching Solo, I, Tonya.
Solo, I, Tonya. And my final movie for you is is it Vamp or Alien? Come on, is it Vamp or Alien? See, you'll watch Alien eventually, I think, because you've seen the first two. So Vampire in Brooklyn. Let's go Vampire in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Vampire in Brooklyn, I, Tonya, and Solo. That's very different. That's all
Yeah.
different.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna be bored. I'm gonna like, give me the same 3 movies.
Yeah, but you know what? They all have an element of comedy though, which is crazy because you got Vampire in Brooklyn is a horror
Yeah.
comedy, and Solo action sci-fi comedy, and I, Tonya dramatic comedy. I, Tonya, you're gonna love that. I just have a feeling.
I'm
Why didn't I put
hoping
an X-Men on this list?
you should you should have. I think we had that conversation after the guilty pleasure thing. I
Yeah.
think it spawned from that video where we
Yeah,
started
because when you
debating
put on
about
your
it.
glasses and you straighten up your tie like you know what you're talking about, I would swear you've seen every superhero movie, but you haven't.
That's
So,
crazy.
you so I just
I'm
assumed.
not. I never said I have seen every superhero. I would never say
No,
that.
it's just
I
I
haven't
said I assumed you
seen
would think you did the way you talk. You
I
know what I'm
haven't
saying?
seen
You get up here
Venom
with
1 and
Kenny and be
2.
showing out. You know what I'm saying?
I haven't seen New Mutants, Wolverine 1
Mm,
and 2. What else is there? I haven't seen Dark Phoenix. I haven't seen
mm.
Morbius. I
So
think
you've seen all Deadpools, right?
yeah.
You've seen X-Men 1, 2, 3.
Mhm.
You've seen Apocalypse.
Yes. I like
Okay.
Apocalypse.
Dude, what? Oh wow. Dark Phoenix is better than Apocalypse. So you haven't seen Dark Phoenix, you've seen the best two, right? First Class and Days,
Days of Future Past is one of the greatest superhero movies of all time.
for sure. For sure. First Class is up there too though. That's a
Yeah.
really great
Y
movie.
that's that's underrated to me. Like,
Hmm.
my top 2 X-Men movies is First Class and Days of Future Past.
Mine's too. That's on my list. But my third one is Wolverine. And a lot of people are like, what? Yeah, Origins. I love Origins, man. I do. People like, you got that over Logan. I was like, it is what it is. Yeah. So, oh
Dude,
yeah, and Mutants. Have you seen all the Fantastic Four?
I've seen the first no, I've seen the 2 OG ones. I didn't
Hmm.
watch, I got 20 minutes into the Fan 4 stick, and I turned it off.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't see that one at all. And there's something else I'm missing. Daredevil. You seen Daredevil?
I've seen the Ben Affleck Daredevil.
Because I'm just thinking of Fox. If you've seen Elektra,
No.
only problem with that is she just kills her villains way too fast. She runs through all her villains super fast. But it's okay.
Oh, there's
It's
no
worth a
struggle.
watch. No struggle. What about the last ones was what was the last ones for Fox? Ghost Riders. Have you seen them?
No, I haven't seen the Ghost Riders.
First one's pretty decent. Like, believe it or not, it's not nothing to like write home about, but it is a decent watch. Second one, oh boy. But first one,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I hear. Everyone says, "Oh, the first one's it's worth the watch." Second one I heard is absolute garbage.
Yeah, it works. You don't know why the first one works, but it's like Shazam. Shazam, when
Mhm.
I love Shazam, the first one.
Me too.
But when you say this to people, it
On
has a
paper,
dark
it doesn't
tone,
work.
a comedy tone, superhero. Like when you put all the meshes on paper, it just sounds like a disaster. But it's
Yep.
lightning in a bottle. It just works when you're watching it. It's a perfect mesh. Where I knew it would be hard to replicate that because it's like a happy accident almost.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
I think it came out at a perfect time where it was different from everything else that was coming out while still being
yeah.
comedic.
So guys, what do you think? We're gonna do one more of these. We're gonna come back after we watch these, whenever we get time to watch these, and we're gonna come back and with you guys, and we're gonna tell you what we think about the movie that you recommended for us to watch, and we're gonna do the other two that we picked.
And you guys definitely gonna be watching some of these movies with me. I'm gonna do a watch along for some of the films.
Oh, he gonna do a watch along. He ain't gonna really watch it then. That's crazy.
What you
He ain't
mean?
gonna
I
watch
watch
it.
the movies I do watch alongs.
When you all right, like a movie like Spider-Verse, you've seen that, so you could do a watch along for that. But like a movie that you've never seen for the first time, how do y'all do that? I don't understand it because you can't really give the movie your full attention while entertaining your chat.
There's downtime in films where you can look at the chat real quick and go back.
Yeah, but downtimes, it depends what kind of film you watching. Sometimes there'll be something in that little that you think is a downtime that's very important, man. Might make it break something for
True.
you.
That's true. I might do I might not because I've started to think about doing like when I do watch alongs to do movies that I've seen before because it is easier.
Hmm.
But it just depends. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, you got to
Actually, I
do
don't
those.
actually don't want to do a watch along because that's gonna kind of ruin the stream because my people will know what my thoughts are already. So yeah, you're right. I'm not gonna do
Yeah, I mean, and also too, it's almost like a watch along would be. I'm not telling you what to do, but for me, I think would be great for you if I was saying it. So you just went to see Abigail. So when Abigail comes out, then a watch along. You've already seen it, so it'd be a cool watch
it. Yeah,
along to
it's
do
a
with
recent
people. You've
film.
done your review. Yeah, so like stuff like that, that you've already seen and recently would be cool. Or
Yeah.
I guess you could do Catwoman because CC nobody wants to watch Catwoman. So I mean, you could do a watch along for that.
I could do a fun like, oh my god, this is so stupid. Watch along. That would be fun. Watch along a
Yeah, let
bad
me
movie.
stop messing with CC. She's like, I don't even know him like that. Why is he doing that? Like, nah, I watch your content, CC. Good content.
Let me
Um,
get through these comments real quick. He said Batman killed a lot of people in Burton movies. Yep. I agree. Rise of Skywalker. Okay, I think we talked about those already.
nah,
Jason
I
X
didn't
is
see that.
Kenny's guilty pleasure.
Okay, yeah,
Pretty much
that's a
all
good one.
live action Batman killed. Uh,
Uh,
I don't
not
think
West,
Batman killed.
not West. Believe it or not, people hate to really acknowledge Adam West is the first Batman movie. That's a
Yeah,
movie.
that's true.
So yeah,
And I don't think
he
Robert
killed him.
Pattinson killed anybody in his movies either.
Damn, you would think he killed that guy he was pounding on in the beginning of the movie.
That's a
Like
fact.
Jesus Christ,
He's in the hospital for real, but he ain't. Even
bruh.
Christian Bale killed Ra's al Ghul,
Right.
and
Well, he killed him at the end. He left him for dead. He tried to kill him twice. It's just a casualty. Christian Bell definitely killed some people. Yo, his car shoots fucking rockets. Like, bro. I mean,
bruh,
I don't know.
he jumped off 3 stories and landed on top of a car, and for some reason his ankles didn't break. He killed those people. Hot
Bruh.
take: Doctor Strange 2 is better than Wakanda Forever. Spider-Man: Homecoming is okay, and Margot Robbie is hot. I don't think Margot Robbie is hot is a hot take,
I
but
think for me it's a hot take. I mean,
really,
she's not a bad looking chick, but I think Jamie Presley's far better looking, and
who?
she looks like her. Jamie Presley. Um,
Oh, I know.
she's the one
As soon
she's
as you
always
said the name,
compared to. She's so fine,
yeah.
but her body don't quit. But let me not be that guy.
God,
But
Dad.
but what I'm saying is she's actually in a good movie. I haven't seen it all the way through. It's called Dead or Alive. That's a video game movie.
Yeah.
She's a star of that. I don't know if that's the movie to recommend her on for as acting, but yeah, she was in My Name Is Earl. You ever see that TV show? Yeah,
I've
that's her.
seen some episodes of it, but I've seen her in
Yeah,
other stuff. She's been around for a while.
yeah. But I agree with him. Strange 2 was better than Wakanda 2. That shit was trash.
I do not
Good.
agree at
No, I
all.
mean story and just we had this big talk, but the movie as filmmaking wise, good movie. It really is. But they didn't kill Angela. They didn't, nah, bro. I ain't feeling it. But don't recast T'Challa. I agree with that.
Another guilty pleasure for me is Working Moms on Netflix. So freaking funny. I binged all 7 seasons in like 2 to 3 weeks. Wow.
Oh,
Actually, Working Moms, I've heard good things about that.
maybe we should do TV one day. I mean, that's in the far future, but maybe that might be kind of, yeah, maybe.
We'll
Because you're a
see.
TV guy. I know you don't get to talk about it as much as you like to, but so that'd be
Yeah, because it's just too much
interesting.
to cover TV. 8 episodes. Like Fallout was 8 episodes, and they were hour and 14 minutes each. There's no way I'm binging all that so I can do a review. That's too much.
You just got to do it on your time. Like maybe watch it and then like put it out as a bonus whenever you want to, you know?
Wait, people don't like Looper? Yeah, man. There was people who didn't like Looper. It's crazy. He also said, "Wait, people don't like Crazy Stupid Love." It's
That's what
more
I
like
said.
I feel like
Kenny.
people just don't talk about it, and anytime I bring it up, they
Hmm.
always bring up like other rom-coms that they like more. I'm like, I'm trying to talk about Crazy Stupid Love. I don't care about your other rom-com.
Jack, there it is. We figured it out. Our ten guilty pleasures rom-coms would be interesting. I think that
Yeah.
would be
Oh
interesting
God. Yeah. Kick the booth.
because there's some guilties in there. But yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I feel like almost
And
all of them.
see, Yeah, right. And see, Kenny, that's the whole thing. Like, I think that goes hand in hand. Like, a little bit of underrated mixes in with a little people don't like. It's a and I think in us naming these, we kind of want you to check them out. So we're like, we keep
True.
that in mind. Like, please watch Batman v Superman. Like, everybody probably knows of it, but
A
there
lot
was
of people
people that
still
didn't
haven't
like
seen
it.
it. They just heard it was trash and then avoided it.
Mm.
Yes, Birds of Prey, one of my favorite DC movies and comic book movies. Period. I really had a good time with Birds of Prey.
Favorite period? That's wow, CC. But like I said, I have this friend Dakota. We argue about it all the time. He writes me off because I like the movie. He says none of my opinions matter because I like Birds of Prey. He
Wow,
sa's it's that trash.
he's one of those people.
But yeah, he's crazy. He told me that Shutter Island's better than Scarface, so I write him off too. So
I know a lot of people that agree with that. So I haven't
what?
seen either movie, so I can't comment.
Yeah, well, you got to watch Scarface, bro. That's the one older. Now that's an older movie right there. Now, I really think you're doing yourself an injustice by not watching that movie.
We'll see. People have told me that many times, and then I watched the movie. I'm like, I could have lived without seeing this.
But that's
Uh,
culture right there. I've never seen the Godfather movies, like
and
but
people talk about that trilogy all the time, more
but
than Scarface.
Scarface is, bro. You're a music fan. Like you're into like a lot of
Hip hop.
culture
Yeah,
rated stuff. I don't want to even get into all that, but you're into a lot of stuff that Scarface is big in. So
yeah.
it's kind of like you
It's
kind of
referenced
got to
all
watch
the time.
Scarface. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to.
Okay. I like most of Zach movies on Zach list, but Batman vs Superman is trash. I've only
Yo,
seen
he's
movies on
tripping
Zach
tonight.
list. I'm not mad, man. I'm not mad at it. Like I don't get mad when I was younger. I used to get mad when people said my stuff I like was trash, but I stopped
What?
attaching myself to the movie because when people get mad,
Mm-hmm.
it's because they attach themselves to the movie, meaning
Their
like if you call
feelings.
that movie
Yeah,
trash, you're
you calling
trash.
me trash. Yeah, I didn't
Exactly.
make
But
the
I
movie.
stopped doing that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't make the
that's
movie. Like just enjoy
yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's what I always be telling people. But at the same time, some people be trashing everything you say. You like, yo, come on now, bro. Like everything I say is not trash, bro. Like
Yeah,
every movie. And
that's just
but
a personal hate now. Like they're trying to just piss you off.
yeah, yeah. I've seen some of that in
Um,
his comments tonight. I've seen some people do that.
I used to.
That's
I said,
Suicide Squad. That Hunter comment. Like, yeah, I've seen something.
I'm shocked some people think Collector and Collection and Looper was bad. All three of those films are fantastic. 5 out of 5 in my opinion. Yo, I love the Collector Collection, and I also have a special memory with that because I don't get to watch a lot of movies with my best friend, my best female friend, and she put me onto that movie. She's like, Zach, you gotta watch this, and we had a good time.
You gotta listen to her. She likes horror, huh?
No, she doesn't really like
Hmm.
movies in general. She just be watching stuff, and she saw that, and she was like, Zach would like this, and yeah.
Zach, you always try to recommend movies to me that you think I like based on the stuff I tell you. So, based on what you're saying about this collector, you got to watch Bone Collector and Fallen. If you like that movie,
Mm.
you're gonna love those.
Bone Collector and what is the other one?
Fallen.
Fallen.
Yes,
What year?
Denzel
Because I feel like
Washington.
there's a bunch of
Uh,
movies called Fallen.
98. Denzel Washington and John Goodman. And both of these are not your typical Denzel movies. That's why they're so great.
It's in 98. Okay.
These is
Look.
his two underrateds. They're really good.
Oh, he's in that one too? In Bone
He's in
Collector?
both of them. Yeah, Bone Collector's him and Angelina Jolie.
Oh, sounds
Yeah,
good.
it's really good. A&T
Looper and Crazy
Films in it.
Stupid Love made money and were critically acclaimed, so not guilty pleasures. Look,
Mm.
look, I know when I was talking about that movie, when I saw it,
Mhm.
people were talking shit about it. So I know that some of these movies do, like Jennifer's Body did well box office wise, but it got trashed. You know what I mean? So
Come on, Dale. Don't do that to Zach. Because at the end of the day, there's a lot of critically acclaimed movies that the audience scores, they hate them. So I,
yeah.
I mean, come on, bro. Like, I mean, I don't know, bro. Like, there's a lot of movies that is Oscar critically acclaimed, and we can care less. We're like, yo, that was terrible. Like, they're just like, and some of them. Let's be real, masterpieces aren't a lot of them aren't rewatchable. Very few. The ones that people herald as masterpieces, only a few of them are super rewatchable.
Yeah.
So, you know, I, Zach, I mean, Dale, I told you, I went off of, I don't believe in being guilty in what you watched. And my list is a little bit more in that realm. But people do talk shit on Alien. People do talk stuff on Vamp in Brooklyn, and so.
And I think with Looper and Crazy Stupid Love is similar in terms of like when I bring it up, people bring up other sci-fi movies that they might rather rewatch. And I kind of
Mhm.
ask where it comes from. They rank it super low. I'm like, it's not even in my top 100. I'm like, okay, you're bugging.
Yeah.
You saw 100 movies better than this one? All right. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's super well received as much as it's popular because it is. I do hear it. I do hear it, but I don't hear it like ranked. I don't hear it in those conversations like that,
Yeah.
but I
It's
do
overlooked a
see
lot.
people buying it and stuff like that. Jennifer's Body,
Uh,
I gotta see that one. Does the movie live up to the
to the
No, it
title.
doesn't. No,
No, not at all. And that's why I hated the movie when I first saw it. I was like,
I hated that movie. They
high
sold us on
schooler,
it's just a sex movie. That's how they sold us, honestly.
and it's not.
Mhm.
It's deeper
Yeah,
than that.
yeah.
I hated that. I went in there and I was so pissed. Me and my friends went in there. We thought we was gonna see some Megan Fox. Nah, that's not what the movie was.
hmm
You
But
see
in
Megan Fox,
hindsight,
but not in that way.
guys, though, I don't know. See, I don't know what to tell people to watch that, but in hindsight, for me, it's really grew on me. So I actually would like to
Yeah,
see a sequel of that
they're
movie.
working on it.
Believe it or not,
Working on it
that
because the
yeah,
person who
that was
made that movie did Lisa Frankenstein recently, and they did an interview. She said I've been developing the sequel for a while now. So
oh, that's the same director.
yeah,
Lisa Frankenstein looks fire. I haven't seen it, but I just don't like
I
Catherine Newton.
I
But it
think.
looks fire.
Ooh, Kal-El, let me talk to you real quick. As the great Ellen Knight would say, let me talk to you.
Let me talk
Um,
to you.
he look. I don't like Catherine Newton, right?
Oh, you don't?
No,
All
no, no.
right, I'm interested. What do
But
you want to talk about? Now I'm around
but
Cody.
after seeing her in Lisa Frankenstein and after seeing her in Abigail, it's not that I don't like Catherine Newton.
Mhm,
It's just that she's get miscast. She is very limited in what she can do well, and she killed it in Lisa Frankenstein. To me,
mhm.
she killed it in Lisa Frankenstein. I think
Right.
she plays. First of all, I think she needs to do horror movies, right? And I think she needs to play a supernatural creature. When she's a supernatural or like a supernatural adjacent, she knocks it out of the park. Like something happens in Abigail. I don't want to spoil that movie, but something happens in that movie, and she not killed it. And then Lisa Frankenstein, that version, the Frankenstein that she played was great. So yeah,
The pun about everything you're saying is she's from a show called Supernatural, which I
I
couldn't stand
know.
her on.
Yeah, I know.
But it's one of my favorite shows of all time. It's my top 5 shows of all time. But yeah,
Love Supernatural.
her and Freaky, I know she gets a lot of praise for that. I didn't.
Yeah,
I just this girl is just. I don't know.
I didn't see it.
Everything they say about her. Everything they say about Brie Larson, I think should be said about her. They always say call Brie Larson wooden and stiff. I think I think she is. But let me watch Lisa Frankenstein. I give her one more chance because the movie looks dope.
It's fun. It's real fun. It's directed by Robin Williams. No, sorry, it's written by the people who did
Daughter.
Matt Jennifer's Body, and it's directed by Robin Williams' daughter. Not Johnny's ex-wife pooping
Oh,
on the
okay.
bed. He thought she was the shit. Oh,
She got some fire movies.
she has some good movies. Funny how everyone
Oh boy.
now knows her for her poopy sheets. Yeah,
She
and
do.
not actually for her movies.
My thing with that, I'll just say one quick thing about that.
Mhm.
I never will understand the hate for her in that because I just looked at it as two toxic people. There's no good boat. I just feel like he's more popular than her. But there, if y'all see what he was doing too, it's just like how can you even pick a horse in this race? Y'all just leave it alone. I would,
It's,
but
you
that's
said
not
it
what
though.
people do.
You said it. She was more popular. I mean, he's more popular, and also she did some weird shit. Like once the
hmm
poop on the bed came out, that's where it's the tide
Yeah,
turned. Like he ain't poop on her. He's like, oh, he
but
shook her a
he's
little bit. And he
been
might have
doing
hit her.
weird shit. Like even his ex, yeah. But his exes came out on him and was talking about all the stuff he did, and it's just like during that stuff and all the weird shit he does, and it's just like, but he was more popular, so it just never really super
Also, she
succeeded
doesn't
what
come
she
off
did.
likable.
But
She doesn't come off likable. It's not like I'm
yeah,
trying to think. Who's somebody
she
that comes off?
seems like Mandy Lane, bro. She seems like Mandy Lane. She
Yeah,
really does. That's why it's a good movie.
I've seen more of Kal-El's list. Nice. Solo and Forever are great. Zach needs to watch Solo, Vampire Brooklyn Solo, I Tanya. I do like Solo though. She never seen Solo. I love Dr. Giggles. That's what Della movie said.
About time, Dale. I feel like y'all starting to take it personal.
He said, "I gotta look up Dr. Giggles. This is the first time I'm hearing of it. He needs to start Texas from the beginning. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah, I feel like
Are you saying
I
from the
saw the
first?
ending. Yeah, you should say
Mhm.
I'm not watching all those movies. No, I'm sorry.
No, because there's one called The Beginning, and those are the
Yeah,
best ones. Like if you want to be unbiased, like, and you just don't like the character, it's just about good movies. It's 2003, and it's the one called In Beginning. Those two are phenomenal.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think you'll enjoy Vampire. I actually enjoy Solo, even though a lot of people didn't like it. I thought the actor who played Han Solo was
Solo's
pretty
good.
good.
It's
He's a
good.
great actor. I agree
It's
with Days of Future Past. It's top tier superhero movie facts. Oh yeah,
yeah,
Fan Force. Jonah Hex is another superhero movie I haven't seen, or the only superhero movies I haven't seen from Blade 98 to
terrible, terrible. I went to see that, and
I,
I was so disappointed.
and Jonah Hex has a lot of potential to be a dope ass comic book western, and he just didn't do it.
Yes,
I
yes.
hated X3, but I kind of enjoyed Dark Phoenix. While it still wasn't what I wanted, it did bring in aspects I appreciated. Okay.
That's all I'm saying. He'll feel the same way, M Bear. But you hated X3. I ain't like that. I ain't like that.
Zach, did you see the director's cut of Daredevil? It's a lot better than the theatrical version. I saw the director's cut. I didn't go to the theater to watch Daredevil. I saw the director's cut. I didn't see the regular one.
I've
It is a
never
lot
seen the director's cut,
better.
and I still
I
like the
heard it's
original. I
way
mean,
better.
the other cut. Yeah, I'm sure it is.
I've sat and watched along to things I haven't seen before. It's a mixed bag. You get the first honest reaction, but you can miss things.
Yep, she hit it right on the money. We should get her up here one day.
Yeah, that would be fun. I would definitely like to join the stream sometimes if possible with you, Zach, and Kal-El. Oh, that'd be cool.
Pretty cool. Holla at Zach.
Yes. You can't be shooting missiles from your car plane and claim that you don't kill.
Facts.
That's hilarious.
Facts. Facts. Yo, Man of Steel. Superman snapped his neck. Like, bro, y'all think nobody died in them buildings?
Oh, God, tons of people
Like,
died
for
in that
real.
movie.
Come
But
on, man.
like, I also when you in the context of the movie, he had no choice. Like, what was he gonna do?
Nah. I think that was a fire character development. Just showing that. Like, if you ever read a Superman comic, guys, like he actually killed them one time. There was this comic, I forget what it was called. They killed the whole world, and he killed them. He snapped on them because they killed everybody on the planet. Like, so I don't know. I thought it was dope them to show that.
Yeah, and I think it's a cool, fresh way to start Superman's character development, and I think that's what he was going eventually for the
Hmm.
second movie, which was gonna be called Superman, where he's more like the character that we know. But
Hmm.
I'm off that. Let's go on to James Gunn and David Gordon Smith or whatever.
Yeah, basically the value brand, Henry Cavill. Like, it makes no sense. It's the same guy. It looks like.
Hey, Ghostbusters 2 is better than Afterlife. I never seen 2. I think Afterlife is okay. That's all I can say about that.
Bruh. Yo, I should have put. You know what? I should have put 2 on my list. That's one of my favorite. That is my favorite Ghostbusters Part 2. I
That's a
know the
good
first
guilty
movie's a
pleasure
better
'cause a
made
lot of
movie.
people say 2 and 3 are not good.
Well, what is 3 to you? 3 is the women one, right?
Yeah. Well, I guess does that even count anymore?
I think it all counts. I ain't into.
Yeah.
Jack, didn't you just say that? I ain't into taking movies out because people don't
Yeah,
like them.
that's true. That's true.
But
I don't take things out. Like when people are like, oh yeah, it's not canon. I don't do that. So yeah, it's
unless it's
canon.
Leprechaun Origins, I'll take that out. But that's about it. It's terrible.
Bone Collector is good. It has Julie Roberts and Denzel Washington. So that's some good actors. Bone Collector was
No,
great.
it's Angelina Jolie, not Julia Roberts.
Okay.
Mhm.
Bone Collector was great. Fallen, it's certainly a film that was made by humans. Ooh, he don't like it. When he says
Ooh,
stuff like that, that means he don't
he
like it.
he's on that spectrum. I'm telling you, people that seen Fallen love it. I was just in the stream; they were just going on and on and on. It was like 10 people in there. Yeah, Fallen's good.
Can't go wrong with Denzel. My mistake, energy only Denzel. I only watch 4 movies that have been nominated for Best Picture, and that has one. That's Fellowship of the Ring, Saving Private Ryan, Return of the King, and Oppenheimer. I've seen Oppenheimer and Fellowship. Out of
I've
those,
seen Ryan. That's it.
supernatural adjacent.
Yes, Sam and Dean.
Little Mermaid song "Under the Sea" instead of "It's Under the Sheets." Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Brie Larson has really good in most things, not Marvel related. I agree. There's people that are not built for superhero movies. Even though I do think she did a better job in the second movie than she did in the first one. But also I think the story that the directors and writers just created for her,
Mhm.
knowing her range and talent, was not right. Doing an amnesia storyline where she doesn't know who she is and can't show emotion, I don't think that was the proper storyline for Brie Larson and what she
I
can
don't
do.
think she's what's wrong with the first movie. I just don't. I think the movie is just it has holes in it. You talk about downtime. It has a lot of downtime at time, and the ending is weak. You know, and it's a weak ending.
Yes,
But I think she's
it is
fine
a
in the
weird.
movie. I enjoy it. It doesn't even come up in my bottom five. If you told me to do the ranking
No,
of the
I
Marvel
like
movies, so
Captain Marvel. When I did my MCU ranking last year, I got heat for how high I had it.
mhm.
But I can see the problems the movie has in terms of like
Yeah,
mainstream enjoyment.
yeah. The trailer was better than the movie for sure.
Yeah, the trailers were fire. I'm not gonna lie. The hate for her is because she played up the Me Too community when she wasn't 100% innocent. Interesting.
Is that what it is? I never really. I just don't. I don't know. It just seems overboard with her hate, but I don't know. I don't know what she's
I think he's
into or what
talking
she's
about
not into.
Amber Heard, not Brie
Oh,
Larson.
Amber Heard. Amber Heard. Right, right, right. Because Brie Larson got a lot of hate too, but I don't care for her
Because
in
she said
the.
things that made sense.
I didn't like her in the 21 Jump Streets though, like or the first one. I didn't really care for her in that too much. I
Who
don't know. Her
Brie?
character is kind of annoying. Yeah, that's a
Is
young
it
Brie
her
Larson.
her acting or is it because the character is written that way?
I can't say it's really the character. I just think she's kind of off-putting in that role. I think she's miscast in that role. It's just
Okay,
not, but I love those movies though. I really do.
gotcha. How many chances do you think that Toy Story 6 will happen? If 5 makes money, 6 will happen. That's kind of just what it
I
is.
think you will get to 7 and 8 movies before they even consider a spinoff. Like Toy Stories, there's not a bad movie in that. Y'all can talk about, oh, we didn't need it, we didn't need it. They were all good. So
I like this. I like this because people act like this. It's not like Superman was bouncing up chanting, "I'm gonna snap your neck now." It was his last resort. Exactly.
yeah, he didn't want to do that. How do you
But
feel about
people,
people saying
but the
Zod
scream,
was
even
right
the
though?
scream after is just like it was so
Yeah,
much in
that's
that
what makes
scream.
it. But
He
how do you
didn't
feel
want to do
about
it.
people saying Zod was justified? Like they understand where Zod was coming from, kind of like people understand where Magneto's coming from.
It's similar. Magneto and Zod's thing is a little similar. I think that just because I understand where you come from, don't means I agree with you. You know what I mean? Like I get your motivations. I
Yeah.
get why you're doing this, but you need to go. That's kind of
Mhm.
where I'm at with that. Just like Zod, you're
I
bugging
did
out.
feel like that Zod was a little whiny, bro. Like that's why I like Superman 2 is probably my favorite movie of all time. And
Mm,
that's probably why I like that Zod because he feels commanding, even though this dude is his graphics is great and everything. But like when he says, I will find him, he just feels like he's whining and crying. And whereas the other guy felt like he was superior, felt like he was trying, he had like a God complex. You know what I mean?
mm. Yeah, I think they try to
I don't know.
humanize Zod comparing to how he is in the
Yeah, they did.
comics.
He just came off a little
Uh,
whiny to me.
okay, that's the first time I heard that. I didn't think I love that. I will find you. It felt threatening to me. I didn't
He just felt
feel
like he
what
was crying, bro.
I feel like he was like, I'm gonna find your whole bloodline and take it out.
Yeah, but I
Which
ain't
he
say it
almost
like
did.
that though. He ain't say it with no bass. His voice got real high pitch.
That's just
Like,
the actor's voice. Because you don't have
nah, he
bass,
said that
you
was
can't be taken
direction.
seriously.
That was direction. This man played a hitman, bro. Like that was direction. He chose to do that.
Yeah. What's your
He
opinion on
just,
David
I don't know.
Cornsweet playing Superman? I'm not sure about him playing Superman yet because everything I've seen him in, he's been just okay. Um, so I
We'll
really have to
see.
just see it.
To make a great Superman, it has to have great direction. That people don't
Yeah,
understand that. Like that's not a character you're people are gonna love if you don't direct him great. And
yeah. But you
we'll
also
see,
have to
guys.
make micro choices. So one thing I'll say is like, if you're on this channel, if you've heard me on a live stream, I talk to the praises of Superman and Lois, the television show. Right? I think it's one of the best live action Superman iterations that we've got. I think Tyler Hoechlin is one of the best versions of Superman in live action that we've gotten. My personal favorite. But there's
Whoa.
small things that he does in his performance that makes him great. So yeah, it has to be directed well. but he does really great things in his performance that makes me love his Clark Kent. Like, because there's something there where, like, obviously it's the same person, but the way he plays Clark Kent, and then when he's Superman, it feels like a different person, and that's what it's supposed to, because he's putting on a
But
mask. He's Superman.
they're allowing him to play that because of what kind of show it is. It's I don't want to say it's a teen opera, but it's a different Superman. It's a grown, like, he's a father. He has teenage kids. So it's like the complexity so much they can play with there, and it's new ground. We don't see that all the time. So it's like you can do more with it. Whereas when you play a young Superman, it's more traditional and it's hard to pull that off and be different at the same time without people complaining.
No,
So
but I'm saying the aspects that I'm talking about is the difference between Clark Kent and Superman. You know, those little
mhm.
things that you have to do. Even because
Yeah, I
Christopher
feel
Reeves
you.
did it.
Yeah, he did.
Christopher Reeves slumped over when he was
Hmm.
Clark to make him seem smaller than he actually was, and then he
Right.
stood strong when he was Superman.
Yeah.
So when you see
And it looked
Superman, you're
like
like,
two
"Oh, that
different
can't be
things.
Clark."
Yeah.
Yeah, that can't be Clark because Clark is this
Yeah.
clumsy, 5'8" dude, and you see Superman, he's this strong, confident 6 foot dude.
Yeah, but I think Superman
Yeah.
and Lois has a cheat there because of how they can play it. They
Mhm.
can tell a it's a cheat. Like they can tell a story without so much fans like they give fans are forced to give them the leeway to tell that type of story because of where they're at as characters. Whereas the other Supermans, it's more of a challenge to play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Young Superman. Because I think Tom Welling is the best Clark Kent of all time. I do,
Mm.
and I think Christopher Reeve is probably the best Superman, but I think
Well, he
Clark.
was Clark Kent
I
for
think every
what, 10 seasons?
I
So, can't beat that.
yeah, yeah, you should be the best, right? After 10 years. But yeah. Like
I
Lex.
agree with you
He's the
though.
best Lex.
I love Smallville. And yeah, Michael Rosenbaum, still the best
Yeah,
Lex.
for sure. For sure.
I think he added so much to Lex that they
Yeah.
brought it back to the comics. Um,
Hmm.
with his portrayal. Personally, I feel bad
And
for David Corn Sweat since because of what happened with Henry Cavill, it won't be fair judgment. Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah, but he's there because he kind of looks like him in a way. I mean, and to be
yeah,
fair, that name, bro, he gonna have to do a hell of a job because that name ain't hitting. Corn
yeah.
Sweat,
Corn Sweat is wild.
that's wow, bro. As Superman, like yo. But
Because like
we'll see.
Christopher Reeve, Brandon Routh, Henry Cavill, who else is live action? Tom Welling. Like these names sound good.
Dean Kane.
David Corn Sweat.
Yeah, like Corn Sweat is just like different. Like I'm not that guy. I'm not gonna be discriminating because it's how somebody's name's saying, but Corn Sweat sounds like something crazy. It either sounds like you saying something foul, or it's just like your corn is sweating, bro. Like it's
Yeah,
wow.
that's weird.
Like come on, bro.
I kind of like Captain Marvel. The writing was the biggest problem with it, not Larson. I think
For sure,
Kal-El talked about that in terms of
for
a lot
sure,
of downtime in that movie.
for sure.
Sequels that Disney will talk about at D23: Toy Story 5, Incredibles 3, Finding Marlin, and Coco 2. Which one is most likely? I feel like they now wait, 4 happened. Yeah, 5 is probably gonna be talked about because they announced that they're doing 5. Um, I see Coco 2 being made because Incredibles 2 just came out. It didn't blow people away, so I could see them holding off on that. Finding Marlin is possibly, but I feel like Coco 2, since that movie was that movie hit, but they haven't done a second one and they haven't done much with him at all, or that franchise. I could see them announcing a second one. What about you, Kello?
I haven't, and I can talk shit, but I have no opinion. I haven't seen Coco. I haven't seen. Last Toy Story was I don't know what the hate is about. I loved it. But that's it. That's all I can contribute. I kind of and this is great for anybody who watches these movies. Like, there's no shame. I'm sure they are good because I just watched The Croods and that was pretty good. But I left animation, other than Toy Story, I left animation Disney behind in the '90s. Like, I just know nothing
Yeah,
about it, so I just kind of stay quiet on those conversations.
yeah. Here's a movie I like: Buzz Lightyear, Star Commander: The Adventure Begins. That was a movie. I thought it was a TV show.
It was a video game. I remember that.
The humans didn't help Superman either. The lady and her kid had plenty of time to get out of the way. I've had this conversation with people. If you're in that situation,
Yeah,
you can say you're gonna run,
yeah,
but you don't know where your kids are gonna go. It's not that easy. There
bro.
was
And look at what
real
you're
running
looking
there.
at. Just say this is a real thing happening, and you're seeing what this is like, bro. That's a sight to see. These aliens fighting Yeah. Yeah. I well, Superman 2 has the same scene where the lady and her baby, it's like a piece of a building is getting ready to fall on them, and she's like, "Oh my god, my baby!" Like she's trying to shield the baby instead of just grabbing the baby out the carriage and running,
Running.
which is like
Yeah.
more logical. But in those situations, you don't know what you do. Like I don't
Yeah. Yeah. I've
know.
seen a lot of
Mm.
people do things in real. That's why when I watch horror movies and people do the thing that's not sensible, I'm like, because in real life, a lot of people don't do the thing that's sensible.
Yeah, but horror movies be fucking milk. They milk
Yeah, they
it,
do.
bro.
Yeah, they do.
Bruh, I feel insulted. Like we can't be this far. I love my traditional slashers and stuff, but at some point, like the evolution of film, like there's certain things this is not acceptable anymore. Like we can't like with Scream, like in Scream when she says like the girl running upstairs, it's insulting. Like she's right. Like instead of running out the front door, even though she did the same thing, but when you watch it, there's a reason she did it. Like at
Yeah,
this point, the girl can't keep falling down. Like at this point, like some of these tropes, it's like you got to evolve them a little bit. Y'all can't keep doing this,
yeah,
So it's
yeah.
insulting.
The falling down thing, I haven't seen in a while. I watched a movie the other day where someone's running, they fell. I was like, bro, come on. If you not fall, if it's not the woods, I don't want to see you falling. If you're running on concrete, stop. Don't do that.
Yo, I love when this very happens very so often, but when they be running and the girl be dusting the killer though, like he can't catch her, that's always a sight to see. I think it's hilarious because I've seen a couple
Yeah.
horror movies where he could not catch her, and it was crazy.
Like are you saying like purposely in the script, or is just the
I don't know if it's ever editing or if they write it that way because like, and these movies are always considered usually bad, but like I was watching The Prop for the first time the other night, and this girl, she keeps looking back, but she's gone in heels though, bro. Like it's like there's no way he's catching her. It's like she be dusting him, and then the
Outta
same with
here.
yeah, and the Texas Chainsaw is called Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Next Generation, New Generation, something like that. And it's considered a comedy. It's Matthew McConaughey's first movie, and he's good in it. But it's just, bro, she's like a track star. I think it's Renee Zellweger, I think.
Yeah.
She's like Dustin Leatherface, like he can't catch her. It looks like she's really running track. It's hilarious. It's so hilarious.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to make like a parody horror movie like that, where everyone makes the right decisions and the killer's just mad. There's
The movie be short.
a serious horror movie about like it's from the perspective of the killer the whole time. It's called Violent Nature. It's coming out next month, I think. Sounds cool. So we're just following the villain the whole time. And we don't know why he's killing people. He's just walking around with a bag over his head. He's murdering people. I think they could do something like that, but make it a little bit more comedic and have the the victims or the potential victims just make the right decisions and see how the inner monologue of the villain getting pissed off. I think that would be pretty funny.
There's one called the Mask, Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. And it's shot like a mockumentary, and then at times it turns into, at the end it turns into a real movie. But I don't want to give it away, but it's very unique. It's low budget, but it's very unique in how they play it because it's like the point of view of a killer, but is it like, you'll understand what I'm saying if you ever watch it, but it's kind of like that.
This one said, my response is honest. I hear what you're saying, big bro, but you can't just kill my planet because you mismanaged yours. That's a fact.
Yo.
Because that's what happened. The Kryptonians messed up Krypton, and they were like, "Yeah, let's take Earth." What? No.
Yeah, but all right. Let me play devil's advocate. Like that's like us, right? I say we all sitting here right now, and they make this bad decision. They blow up our planet. Like we had no parts in that. So when we get to, if we survive this explosion and we all went to another planet, and we see them about to do this bullshit again, we're like, nah, nope. We seen this play out before. So like, if you look at it that way, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but I get what you're saying. They were superior. Yeah, that I guess that's more Superman 4. Like he was trying to stop nuclear war because he seen what it could happen. So man. But sometimes them fuck boys got to go. You got to get rid of these trolls. You know,
he wanted
to get rid of the trolls off the internet.
Earth. You know,
Zach, you would join the movement if we was like, yo, we can get rid of all the trolls off the internet. You'd be with it. You'd be like, sign me up.
No, I respect everyone's freedom to do stuff as long as you're not.
You know what trolls I'm talking about. Them trolls that was killing you in the Indiana stuff.
Yo, they commented, they gave me my engagement. That's what matters.
They gave me my engagement. That troll they said something about your looks for no reason. You'd be like, yeah,
That was crazy.
yeah, I'm looking for them. I'm looking for all of them.
I'm looking for him. Word? What'd you say about that? Movie Hunter said if Zod has a world engine, he could have went anywhere that life didn't exist and rebuilt his race. And then before Kenny said he also
That's
needed
because I was
Clark's
there. When
DNA
Cal's there, you want to
on
come to
Earth.
that Earth.
And Kenny said him a good point. He needed the codex from Clark's DNA to restart the Kryptonian birth line. And he said he I think it was two birds in one stone. Yeah, he was like, well, you're here already, and this is a planet that we can inhabit. Let's just take this. That makes sense.
That makes very much sense.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up,
Welcome to the live stream. What's up, Cinephiles? What's up, man?
What up, dude? I don't know Hizzy. What's up, Hizzy?
Let's see. I hope they play it up and put some CNC Music Factory in Superman's music. Gonna make you sweet, baby. Make you sweat, baby. Oh,
What's CNC?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I think she's playing on the corn sweat. I'm gonna make you sweat, baby.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
I'm having a hard time understanding why Coco, a movie I absolutely love, needs a sequel.
Don't be that guy, Kenny. Though
no movie needs a sequel. We talked about this, Kenny. No movie, nothing needs a sequel. Nothing needs to be made. Honestly,
no.
But if it ends up being good and they have a good idea, why not?
I mean, there's so many sequels that you're like, why? And then it was like, oh, and sometimes they was even better, you know. So
yeah. Hizzy Hay said, not really guilty about it, but I always love Amazing Spider-Man 2. Another Amazing Spider-Man.
Another one.
Garfield really brought
I do too.
I think Garfield was the best at it.
I think he was the best looking Spider-Man. Like out of all three of them, I think he looks the most like Spider-Man. But no, I'm Toby. Like that's where I go with it.
I know. Toy Story 4 was fire.
Trying to call me old. Let's see.
No, I'm not calling you old. I love Toby. What are you talking about? That's fire.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Michael Keaton's my Batman. Christopher Reeves is my Superman. But I do love Christian Bale and I love Henry and those guys. But
I actually don't love Christian Bale as Batman. I think he's the weakest part of the franchise.
I'm surprised at you. What? Wow.
I think the villains outshine him. I think the direction outshines him. I think the script outshines him. And I love Christian Bale.
Dude, the script? I don't know about that, but the villains is going to always outshine Batman. It's very seldom he will ever outshine a villain. He has the best villains. He
did a good. Robert Pattinson did a good job of keeping up in his movie, and hopefully that stays.
In one movie, he hasn't even played Bruce Wayne yet, for real. Like you can't put too much stock in Robert.
But I think once he does get the Bruce Wayne down, he starts playing the player role, it's going to help him shine still. But we'll see, depending on what villain they pick for the second movie.
I don't know.
Coco to me is an open and shut.
That villain was bland, bro.
What, Riddler?
That it works for the movie and it is good for the movie. I understand it, but at the same time, that villain can be anybody. I mean, you get what I'm saying? They just had to find a way to make him more realistic and grounded, which I understand.
I think that was the point. But I think that the point was that he could have been anybody.
Yeah, but it's really not Riddler. It's like it's the Joker conversation we had earlier. Like, you know, they serioused it out. I don't know. It's just there's no stamp on that Riddler. It just
gotcha.
It's as good as the movie allows it to be. It's not nothing you're going to be like, yo, you remember that Riddler? Like, we're not going to talk about that Riddler. We're going to probably talk about the movie, but not really that Riddler.
Gotcha. I hear you. I love Lightyear, but after being in Disneyland ride of Buzz Lightyear and seeing how colorful everything was with a lot more creatures and planets and aliens, I might really think my thoughts on film. I actually I like Lightyear. I think the Lightyear movie was really good. I don't know why it got so much hate.
Because they had something going on. Kiss, right? I don't know. I didn't see it. It was a kiss in there.
It was like half a second. Jeez. You're going to hate a whole movie because of half a second kiss? All right.
They do.
The movie came out as a pilot for the Buzz Lightyear cartoon. Oh, okay. That makes sense.
I remember people wrote off the Titans show just because he said, fuck Batman. Robin. And I was like, damn, y'all ain't even going to get the show a chance just because it said that. I'm like, all right. I liked it. That made me more interested.
I watched the first 4 episodes and I couldn't do it.
I love it, man.
But the F Batman was good in context. I'll say that. I wish these superheroes would curse these humans out. Curse these humans out when they lay up under the building and they stopping from falling on you. Get your ass up and run. This shit is heavy. That's a fact. That also should be a parody. where a superhero just has their intrusive thoughts take over when people doing dumb shit.
I feel like Hancock kind of tailored that when he did the train scene. You ever see Hancock?
Yeah,
Yeah, like he kind of did that, and then he said McDonald's fucked you up. Like that shit.
yeah,
That was a good like scene for parody.
yeah. That's a guilty pleasure too, because that movie people didn't like that movie.
I think it was ahead of its time. I think it
The
was.
tripping on a leaf while running away in the underwear is one of my favorite classic tropes. In the
A leaf,
underwear is
a
crazy.
leaf. Hold up, a fall leaf too. It'd be dead, like a crumble leaf. You step on it and crumble. They still fall. Like,
Facts.
jeez. Yeah.
I got really disappointed in Lightyear when I saw the deleted scenes that had the original plot, which was scrapped. Okay.
Let me tell you this, Zach. What you think about Rogue One being good? I thought that movie was going to be a disaster because that's a movie they reshot. Like what they say, 70% of the movies reshot.
Yeah. I
So
love Rogue
like,
One.
I'm surprised. What do you think about Rogue One?
It's my second favorite Star Wars film
Wow,
behind
that's high
Empire
praise.
Strikes Back.
Yeah, Empire's my number one, followed by Episode 3. But that's high praise, man. Rogue One. Jeez.
Yeah, I love Rogue One. My list is unorthodox. I like Empire Strikes Back, Rogue One, Last Jedi, and then the rest of them kind of just can go anywhere.
Last Jedi. Yeah, you no wonder you don't talk Star Wars. Yeah, you got some.
Yeah,
You know. Yeah. But
Star
the
Wars.
Empire is universal. Everybody pretty much
Yeah,
knows that is the
definitely. Pregnant Sydney Sweeney was running. Yeah, yo, that is a fact. She was booking it. Kenny, that's a good thing about Cal I was talking about. When I watched that movie, I was like, how did they catch her? She was out.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't see the movie, but I'm sure that pillow was bouncing. She was gone.
Yeah, bruh.
Like, all right.
She was gone. Behind the Mask was pretty cool.
So, so you watched that film, right?
Behind the Mask?
That
No.
no, the Sydney Sweeney Immaculate,
Oh, the
right?
Immaculate joint? Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah, and you watched First Element, right?
Yes, I watched both. Yeah.
So, where'd they go wrong? Because like one is hated. I mean, people love Sydney Sweeney. Don't get me wrong, but one is like people are like, nah, and the other one people seem to really enjoy Omen. So, what do you think they went wrong? Because it feels like it's
That's
kind of the
interesting
same tone.
because on the other side of things, I've been seeing people like Immaculate.
Really? Okay.
Not like I'm not saying it's universally loved, but I see like a
Mhm.
mixture. I've seen some people say it's great. Some people like me, I think it's a great film. I see some people say it's meh, and I see some people that don't like it, but I don't see it like a lot of this shit sucks. Immaculate and First Omen are very similar but very different.
Mhm.
Because they, it's both nuns going to a foreign country, becoming a nun there, and then getting pregnant, and then birthing something. But the
Mhm.
journey and what is happening behind the scenes is completely different, and the ending is completely different.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I think a lot of the Immaculate love is because she's the girl right now. She's like the young Margot Robbie. She has all the love right now. You know what I mean? So
but I just think
maybe that's
I like the
part.
movie. It wasn't just her.
No, I'm
I
just
don't
saying a lot of people are trying to
know.
like give it a pass. I think, but I haven't seen it, so I can't really say. But it feels that the most people I see that love the movie love her. So
Yeah, I'm a fan of Sydney Sweeney. I'll agree with that. But
she's good looking.
I watched
But
her film Anyone But You. I thought that was okay. I didn't think it was great.
mm,
But yeah.
yeah,
And a
she's
Violent
definitely
Nature is
getting
an
a
awesome
franchise.
concept. Oh, she's
It's
doing
coming.
what, Barbarella? That's probably going to be a franchise.
She's
Uh,
getting something like they'll do. I can see it right now. They're gonna be like, all right, we got the rights settled. Sydney Sweeney is going to be your Nancy Thompson in Nightmare on Elm Street. Something like that is coming for her. Watch, I
mm,
could just see it. Or probably Sasha Ronan be good as that too. But it's coming.
she needs to do more horror. She's really good when it comes to thriller horror stuff. This is my take on Sydney Sweeney. She her best acting is when she's playing a character under duress. When she just has to act as like a normal person, whether they're happy or content or even angry, if the character's not under duress, she's not as good.
Sound like a
I don't know if
bad
that makes
boyfriend. You
sense.
just want all your girls under distress.
Oh
You
my
just need to get
god.
something out of them. They get something out of them. You're one of them guys. Yeah.
That's not what I said.
Now I hear what you're saying. Like, you talking
Yeah.
about what's the one she got with the Spider-Man chick? Um, with Zendaya?
Join the Madam Web.
What's the show? No, she got a
Oh, just
movie
talking
with
about Euphoria.
Euphoria. You talking about something like that for her?
She's fantastic in Euphoria.
Okay. Yeah, I hear you.
And then she has a movie called The Voyeurs. She's good in that too, but she was under duress. And then the Immaculate, she's under the biggest duress that a woman can have. And the ending of that movie, she's phenomenal because
I'm hearing a pattern here, guys. Y'all hearing this pattern with Zach? He like his women distressed, bro. His role playing at its finest. I can see it. I get it.
I'm dead.
What's Mayan saying, bro?
She's in a violent nature is an awesome concept, but 90% you're just on a killer's POV, and that can get repetitive and somewhat boring, in my opinion. I agree, and I heard that the first act is that a little bit, but I heard that something happens where it gets more interesting after the first act. So hopefully I get to check it out. I love experimental films. Those are the ones that I gravitate towards too. Like I just watched a movie called 100 Beavers, and that's one of my favorite movies of the year.
Hey, Mayan, we're going to do a top 10 guilty crazy chick, crazy boyfriend movies. We want you to come up to be the third, give your 10.
That would be hilarious. You have a good night. I'm ready to lay down, watch some TV. Enjoy, man.
All right.
Tank said, Toy Story franchise is perfect when people say, why make another? But the sequel releases and it's awesome. Okay.
Hold up. Tank reminded me, because Tank had my back the other day when you was giving me hell the other day about the corn jokes I was making. I was like that. Then you have children of the corn running around. You was like, bro, what's he talking about? You don't even like. You was making me look crazy, but that shit was funny. Tank got what I was saying. You remember the other day I was like,
yeah, I don't think I got it.
Yeah, you was like, what is he saying, bro? Like, it was crazy, bro. You didn't have to do me like that. You didn't have to do me like that. I've been meaning to get with you like about that. You didn't have to do me like that.
Yo, Kello.
Don't be like Zach, y'all. Don't ever be like Zach. Zach doesn't.
You gotta stop holding on to these things.
It wasn't that long ago, though.
Let it go.
Seeing Tank's face reminded me, yo, because he gave me props. He's like, I got it, Kyle. Yeah, like, I was like, thank you, Tank. You tried to make me look like a crazy up there. I was like, all right.
I just didn't, just like the laser when he did that joke, I didn't get.
Nah, you gave me what the fuck is he talking about? You did that to me, bro. I was like, yo.
I give you extra spice because you're just you. I have to give you a little extra spice compared to other people.
Nah, it was different, bro. It was different. Like, you had that face almost where there was a stream you did. I forgot who it was or when it was, but you did a stream and somebody was in there talking about DC and you just had this like tired, like, what the fuck is he talking about? And you was just talking so crazy after that. He's talking so crazy to do. I was like, yo, Zach had enough.
Because yo,
what are you talking about?
I don't mind people giving an opinion, but when you talking for mad long and you saying a bunch of nonsense, I'm over it. Like, dude was talking for mad long and was just saying a bunch of nonsense. I was like, all right. Like,
a lot of that be political driven shit too. Like, be like, yo, but that don't make that. It don't really fit what you saying, man. Like,
yeah,
all right.
It's just like, bro, okay. But yeah, I was.
Don't mix my comics with politics. You know, all that bullshit.
I don't even
like,
yo,
politics has always been in comics.
Facts.
No, stop it. Like, yo, these dudes, I'm looking at these X-Men 97 clips and seeing the politics shit that they're saying. I'm like, bro, this is X-Men. Of all things y'all dudes came to talk, yo, stop it. These is kids, bro. They don't know what they talking about. It's almost about. Like no, literally they're mutants, bro. Like look how they're. Yeah, all right. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. Like, they just be, oh my god.
Yeah. You know, you try to be slick with it. I'm like, no. I heard what you said.
Well, it's because the character wasn't like, he wasn't even born when the character was made. Oh, stop that. You just like, if it makes sense what you saying. Like, stop.
Yeah. Doesn't matter when I was born. My favorite Batman are Christian Bale and Robert Pattinson and Michael Keaton last. Fearless.
Oh.
Imagine someone asks you your favorite soup and you say corn sweat.
Oh my god. That sounds dirty though, yo.
It does. That last name is crazy.
I don't know. Bro, that just sounds like, yo, like, how you say I got a wedgie? It's like, yo, I got a serious problem with corn sweat. That's what it sounds like to me, bro. Like, it's terrible, bro. You know,
Yeah.
he should have changed his name, bro. I'm just saying.
Look, if he knocks it out of the park, no one's gonna care.
Yeah, nobody's gonna care. I hope. Matter of fact, cut that out this thing because they might kill me for that.
He's the reason I like Christian Bale so much and Robert Pattinson is I think the stories in the Batman movies are more realistic and more grounded in realism. People like that shit.
I do.
That realistic
too.
stuff. You look more like
Yo,
Pickle
wait, whoa,
Riddler.
slow down. Why you say it like that? You
What?
like your shit goofy, huh? Like you said it.
What are you
Like that
talking about?
realistic stuff.
I didn't say I didn't like it. I said the Batman's my favorite.
Yo, but
Batman
it was
movie.
the tone. Yo, it was
I don't
the
know,
tone. But he talking about the Christian Bale tone, bro. Like,
let me live. I can't lie.
like you saying like, yo, that bullshit. Because you know we're yo. Remember we all loved it this realistic, grounded approach a few years ago. Now we're becoming back around the clock where now everybody's like, I don't want all that anymore. I want my shit to be fantasy, and I want to escape. You know, now people are jumping on the other side of it again. So I was just wondering what you
when we say we want stuff, they double, triple down on it, and it's like I didn't want this across the board. I don't want everybody to be realistic. The thing. Oh, hold on. This is funny. She said he looked more like Pickle Rick than Riddler. That is hilarious. The thing for me is I can see how Toy Story makes sense for sequels, but the Coco story feels complete to me. Hard disagree. Incel Riddler was fantastic. You definitely was an incel though.
Incel Joker wasn't all that like people were making it.
It's corn. He has a juice. It's corn. He has the juice. Oh God.
Shit, bro. See, that's what I said. Your corn creams, and then you plant seeds and have children of the corn. You know what I'm saying? Like cream corn is what I said. Something like that. Yeah.
I actually like Lightyear a lot. Me too.
You like Lightyear a lot?
Dell said Empire, New Hope, Rogue One. That's fair. Did Zach say Last Jedi? Someone take his
nerd like New Hope as much as people. Like people be geeking out for that.
Yeah, I know you talked about that.
But here, you might have to take mine because I think New Hope is a little overrated.
Hey, people like different things, Tank. Just because you hate Last Jedi don't mean everybody does. The movie made $1 billion, so people repeatedly watch that movie.
Yo, Tank be up there like spouting stuff like he'd be like, yo, nobody likes do, and then like somebody will chime in the chat. He'd be like, well, yeah, on second thought, he'd be walking it back quick. I be seeing him like, yo, no, Tank, people do like that movie, Tank.
Oh, that's funny. Rogue One is tied with Empire as my favorite Star Wars movie. Okay, I love the Rogue One love.
Wow. Okay.
The original plot for Lightyear was about Buzz trying to find his father who got lost in space when Buzz was a kid, only to find out when he does find his dad becomes Zurg. Ooh. That would have been cool if they would have added that in there. Kept the same movie, but added that layer. It would have elevated it.
Yeah.
I thought people like both Immaculate and First Omen. There's some people who are like First Omen team and people on like Immaculate team. I'm like, just like both movies. You don't have to be on a team.
Yeah, but my question for him, because I didn't see either one. My thing was just which one did better, because I'm seeing a divide, and so I was just wondering since he's seen both.
Better with the story, or you talking about box office?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know with box office, but the story, like, where did they go wrong? You know,
the stories are they're similar, but they're very different. Like, I think Immaculate has a way stronger ending than First Omen does, and I think that First Omen, it feels like it's more created like a foreign film. You know, if you know what I mean, like what foreign films, they don't give a F. Like they're not gonna cut away. They're gonna show you. You know what I mean? Like I think the characters in First Omen are built better. I think the filmmaking and like the movie is more expensive and it looks more expensive in the First Omen. And I think the main actress is phenomenal. She's actually a better actress than Sydney Sweeney. But I just think the ending for First Omen is weaker than Immaculate.
Yeah. Okay. See, that sounds like a lot of logic in there.
I try to be as logical as possible.
They said that was a Hulu movie too, originally, the First Omen, and they just chose to put it out in theaters. So
it makes sense. The movie cost $30 million. I get why they were trying to make some of that money back. That's too much for a horror movie these days. You can't do a horror movie for $30 million. It's too much.
I mean, that was a big. I mean, it does get overlooked, but that is a big franchise like 70s, 80s, 70s, 80s. You know what I mean? So I don't.
Yeah, but some
So I can
things
see why they would
like
go out for that. Put some money behind
yeah,
it.
yeah. I just think it
You
hasn't
don't have
been
to.
a
That's the thing.
recent one. You know, Rogue One is awesome.
Yeah, they had a TV show a few years ago.
I know why Zach's Sydney Sweeney in 4 years. That is not the only reason.
Yeah, Sweeney.
100
Sweeney got
Beavers.
that. Sweeney can get the Sweeney. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
100
He
Beavers.
said that corn shit is funny as F. The Crazy Love Song Georgia is a guilty pleasure of mine for sure. Me too. My favorite one is My Teacher, My Obsession on
Yep.
Netflix.
Me and
Corn
Zach is
Sweat.
going to
Did
talk
you
about
just
that
hit
one day
puberty?
because we love those movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the name?
Corn
Bella
Sweat.
Thorne has one I like. She was wild in that movie. I think it's called Your Mind or something like that.
Unlawful Entry is probably my favorite. It's probably my favorite You're Crazy movie. You ever see
What
Unlawful
movie?
Entry?
Oh, Unlawful Entry? No.
Unlawful Entry. Yeah, it's great. Ray Liotta, Kurt Russell, Madeline Stowe. Kurt Russell is like obsessed with this guy's wife that he met on a call. Ray Liotta is a cop. He's obsessed with Kurt Russell's wife. Yeah, and it's
Mm,
just it's good. It's really good.
sounds good. Yeah, Michael Keaton Bad movies and whoever was next after the George Clooney and one about Kimmer. I just thought those stories were silly than realistic. Definitely were. I wouldn't call them silly, but they weren't as realistic.
Glad you're still with us.
I thought he was going to go watch TV, but I guess he was so passionate about that. Make to vote everyone. The poll is very close. Oh, he's talking about the
Yeah.
poll.
Make it a vote because we're gonna be wrapping up soon. So come on, guys.
Yeah, we're
Put
gonna
your
wrap it up
votes in.
soon. Hey, Mega Mike, the movie man, how you doing, man? Welcome to the live stream. I'm actually gonna be doing a video on his channel, I think next month, so that's gonna be cool. Thank God, Kal-El. New Hope is not great. Thank you.
Hey yo, Kenny finally. Hey yo. All right, Kenny. Yeah. Fist bump. Yeah. I mean, it is good. It's cool, but they be geeking, bro. Like it's all right.
Petition to call Corn Sweat fans children of the Corn. Oh no! Oh my
Yo,
God!
yeah. Yes. That's all I was saying, Bear.
Empire Strikes Back is the best Star Wars movie. If people think that's not the best Star Wars movie, they're smoking something. Well, one, sir. No, I think it's the best Star Wars movie, so I can't say nothing. But
But
everyone
they're
has a different opinion.
nah, them kids they came out a little later, like when episode one was their Star Wars. And I can see when they argue that episode three is the best because episode three is great. So that's my
Yeah,
number two. So yeah.
yeah.
I mean, to
Depends
each
on when
their
you're
own.
born and like later, let's say 10 years from now, right? And let's say the MCU gets back on mainstream track, right? Infinity War impacted the crap out of us, right? But let's say Kang Dynasty does something similar, and then Secret Wars is another Endgame. Those kids gonna grow up and be like, "Yo, this is my shit,"
Yeah,
and it's a similar thing.
yeah, it might be. I don't know, man. Infinity War don't make my top five MCU. I
I
know that's
know
crazy
we've
to
had
me,
this conversation. Yeah,
but it's number six though. It's number six though.
that's high as long as in your top 10. Last Jedi is decent, a masterpiece compared to Rise of Yo. I do not like Rise of Skywalker.
That's the only one I haven't seen. I haven't seen it yet.
It's and you know how I like movies, right? Like it's hard for me to like this shit is just complete trash. But that movie was fanfic. They gave somebody $200 million to make fanfic.
Yeah, they didn't know what to do because Force Awakens is fire. I don't care what nobody say.
It is. Yo, the first two movies are good. This last one's not.
That's,
All they had to do was not get scared. They hit the panic button because people were mad at the end of Last Jedi. I was like, no, just continue the
well,
story.
Last Jedi did some shit and they just called this dude in there to clean it up when they should have just gave it to him all to begin with. But
Yeah.
so he could have told a cohesive story. But Last Jedi, I'm gonna tell you guys, look, I know this is gonna upset y'all. It's not a bad movie. It's not a good Star Wars movie, but as a movie, it's not bad. You cut some of that fat off that movie, it's pretty decent. So
Yeah, it's a little fat on there. The whole side mission that
Yeah,
Finn
that
goes
they
on.
did Finn dirty. It's like
Yeah,
yes,
the whole thing.
that's what I'm like. Yeah.
Hate First Omen, love Immaculate. Oh, look at that.
What? Okay.
That's interesting. Oh, he said First Omen is super predictable and boring. Interesting. That's very, very
Well,
interesting.
I mean that's a no-brainer though in a way. Think about it. It's the first Omen. Like if you ever seen
Yeah,
the Omen franchise, you kind of know going in what
I
it's
think
going to
that
be.
helps with me because I've never seen any of the Omens before. So this is my first one. Especially the end of Rogue One. I always
Omens
turn
are
that
scary.
up with my
They are.
volume. Hey, Prodigious Spider Star, what's up, man? Welcome to the live stream. Oh, a lot of people just joining in when we about to wrap up.
My
Um,
favorite, my favorite Omen movie is Brightburn. Just saying, that kid was a monster.
Hey, Jay Paula, what's up? Welcome to the live stream, and thank you
Look at
so
your
much, Jaylon,
peoples.
for the $2 super chat. I appreciate you so much. Be on the lookout for Wednesday. Gonna
Half
give
is
you a
mine.
shout out. Appreciate you.
Half is
The Last
mine.
Jedi is
That
trash
saying,
and
I
ruined
was it.
characters. I'll never run that back. I can understand why people like the prequels. I never understand why people like episodes 8 and 9. No, to tell you, man.
I
I
don't.
thought Last Jedi was dope.
Frank, yeah, that fight was pretty decent in the Last Jedi. And look, Tank, you gotta understand. Once people get far removed, they hated the prequels, and then this new trilogy came out. Now people kind of like the prequels again, and now they hate these. There's going to be a huge fan base for these three. Watch, you'll see. They're coming.
Yeah, once the new trilogy comes out, and oh, remember the prequel or the sequel trilogy wasn't that bad. It's gonna happen.
Remember, them people, these kids aren't vocal yet. They're kids, and their
Yeah,
generations. That these are their movies.
I have 5 of my guilty pleasures. Amazing Spider-Man 2, another Amazing Spider-Man 2 fan. Let's go.
Wow, it's not guilty at this point.
I know.
It's like, damn.
Matrix 2 and 3, Street Fighter, and Batman Forever. Okay, he'll like your list.
Look, so he loves my list. Yeah, come on, man. Though, like, Matrix 2 is fire. What do you mean? That's the best one. That's a guilty pleasure. I guess it is. I guess
I like
it is.
people say 2, 3, and 4 are garbage, but we'll see.
You've never seen 3, huh? You never seen any
I
of it,
haven't
right?
seen any of them. I haven't seen any of them.
Wow.
After
Yo,
I'm done the Lord of
Matrix,
the Rings Hobbit movies, I'm gonna do Matrix throwback reviews. So be on the
dude,
lookout for that.
Matrix 3, that is Superman and Zod, bro. Like, clearly, when you see that, you'll understand. Like, that is Superman Zod. That fight is crazy.
Nice.
But
I liked Arcadian, Someone Like You, Ordinary Angels. That stuff I saw in the cinema last week. Nice. Someone Like You. No, I haven't heard it. Ordinary Angels. I heard was really good. Haven't heard of Someone Like You. I heard Arcadian. I heard mixed things about that. I heard it was a Quiet Place light.
What you mean, someone like me, Jay? No, I'm just joking. It was just joking.
Stupid. That's my favorite black joke. Just say that to someone that's not black and see them get uncomfortable. It's amazing. 80s kids for the 90s. Peace out, man. Thank you for being in the chat for so long.
All right, guys. So what the chat got for us, man? What they say about the list? Newcomers, there's a list up. You can get it in real quick. Who had the better list?
Yeah, that's true. Let me did I close this out? I closed out the list.
I used to be doing shit like that. Zach. Always.
Let me
We want an extra hour for you guys. We was only going 2 hours.
I'm like, oh, yep, we definitely went extra hour. Here's the list, so you can vote. The poll is up, about to close it soon, so we can head off. This is Kal-El's list: Batman Forever, Dr. Giggles, The Rundown, Street Fighter, I, Tonya, The Sin City, A Dame to Kill For, Solo, Vampire in Brooklyn, Texas Chainsaw 2, and Alien 3. And then my list,
my name off. You want to take my credit?
I had to make it big so we could see it.
Pause.
Shut up.
Pause.
No Diddy.
No Diddy. Facts.
Let's see. Oh my god, this man has me acting like outside Zach on my live stream.
He said outside Zach, so you know. Don't be trying to act like you don't know. He get in here and get brand new. Outside Zach.
And then my list is Batman vs Superman, Crazy Stupid Love, Genesis Body, The Collector / The Collection. Choose which one. The Joneses, which I think is super underrated. I put The Jones, but it's the Joneses. Chloe.
Wait a minute. No. Stop. I want you to start over because you're trying to put all that extra smoke on your list so they can choose your list. Like, you didn't do that with my list.
What are you
Just
talking about?
run through your list. No, because he's like, the Joneses, but I think that's really good. The collection. You went through my list like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what I'm saying? Are we trying to get some extra votes? I'm trying to get extra votes. Y'all see all
Oh,
that?
man. Okay,
No,
I'm gonna run
I'm
through
messing with you.
Battle
Go
Man,
ahead. It's
Crazy
your
Stupid
show.
Love,
I'm messing with you.
Jason, Body the Collector, Joneses, Chloe, Looper, Hush, All Boys Love Manny Lane, and Birds of Prey. So if you are new to the live stream, tell us which one that the list you think is the best. Let's get through these comments and then wrap up because it's
All right.
10.
And before you go, run those movies back one more time that we're gonna review before we go.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna. You have your list written down, right?
No, I thought you was writing it down for me.
No, I wrote my list down.
I got it though. I just gotta hear your list and I got it. Yeah,
Play Misty for me, but wasn't a teacher. Was she? Play Misty for me, but she wasn't a teacher.
Yeah, that's
I think it's my crazy people.
No, that's a Clint Eastwood movie. I think Play Misty for me. It's like a crazy girl movie. I think.
Gotcha. Star Wars fan edits of the series have been good. I also like the 80 and 83 IMAX versions in 4K. They look better than the official releases. Nice.
Sure.
New Hope is my third Star Wars. Rise of the Skywalker is awful. My MCU faves are Iron Man and Civil War. Those are solid faves. I went to see Argyle to see Dua Lipa. She got killed 3 minutes in, and the whole movie was boring spy film. Damn.
What movie was that? Argyle. She kind of fine though. I get why he was mad.
She is, but I like the Argyle. I like Argyle. It was stupid, but
that shit looked fire. I didn't hear nothing about that movie till all these reviews popped up yesterday. I'm like, okay.
You might like it because it's silly.
I like
Rise of Skywalker is a collection of every iconic movie scenes mashed together. Yeah, I can see that.
Well, Force Awakens is just New Hope. It's a remake.
Yeah, New Hope. Basically. Me and Kala agree 100% on Last Jedi and the word good, blasphemy. I like it.
Yo, I told you Star Wars fans is different. They ain't having it.
They're not having it. I liked Argyle. It was crazy though, in a fantasy type way. It went from semi-real to maybe this was all a dream or in her imagination. Yo, that's a perfect description of that movie. Like halfway through, I was like, what the hell is going on? And I just kept saying, what the hell is going on throughout the movie. I actually just watched Revenge of the Sith today, and it's still awesome. I mean, that's the best one, but still.
Yes.
It's the ironically enough, I didn't know Cal's list is similar to mine. Yeah, I voted for Zach.
Yo, he just voted for you on name. See what I mean? Home field advantage. That's crazy. We're deducting.
Wait, hold on. You might be happy though, because Matrix 2 and 3 are guilty pleasures for me. I only watched one part in Matrix 2 and one part in Matrix 3. I don't even watch the rest of the movies for those movies. Okay. He said Cal's winning by 1 vote. So look, you're winning.
Yeah, well, really 2 votes, because your boy just said he would have voted for me, but
no. He said that the list is similar, but he voted for me because, like, even though your list is similar.
Make that clear, sir, because we getting ready to get out of here. Make that clear. Would you just voted because it was Zach or Cal, or did you vote because what he said? The list. I don't believe it.
If he voted the Zach or Cal, he voted for me over you. That is hilarious.
It's not. It's your channel. Of course they would. And all you people that I know, you better vote for me if it was on my channel. No, I'm just joking. But I'm all right,
Zach, because Carlos, your list gives me nightmares. Appreciate you sharing, though. Oh, shoot. Not gonna lie, I voted without seeing the list.
He said my list give him nightmares? That's crazy.
Zach
that was real. Yeah, I told you it was Zach gang. I told you. This is unfair.
Oh, man.
Look, now they're going to just come against me because of how I was talking. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, never mind. I'm leaning back to Cal's list. But seriously, though, both of yours give and take, but I respect them.
Yeah, I won.
Play Misty for me is Clint Eastwood in a psycho lover movie. Oh, okay.
Here you go. Clint Eastwood.
I wish I was Henry Cavill in the beginning scene of Argyle. If you know, oh my god,
I didn't even know.
And Laser is the horniest man on YouTube. Y'all been going for 3 hours, yes, and we're about to finish. So let's end this.
I won that vote.
The poll is. Hold on, let me get to the end. Oh, the first poll. Where is it? I didn't even say that. The results of the first poll. I said, "How's everyone?" 56% you guys are great. good for 30%, 10% not bad, 3% terrible. For you guys who are terrible, hopefully this live stream made you feel better. And that was 30 votes. That's like the highest votes I've ever gotten on a poll before. So that's dope. And then for which list is better, it was 50-50. So
no, it wasn't. The homie just said he liked mine, but he voted wrong. So it's
he voted for me.
look at you. All right.
So 8 for me, 8 for you, because it was 16 votes in total. But yeah, this was really, really fun,
Yeah.
Kal-El. We did go an
Thank
hour
you.
over than I expected.
Please rewatch it, people.
But yeah, definitely rewatch it. Give me them watch hours. No, I'm joking. Love all you guys. This was really, really great. Look out for part 2
Part 3
for this video. We did part 1 last year. You can definitely go check that out when we initially revealed our list to each other and we battled it out to see who had a better list, and I won that one too.
No, you did.
And then part 3 is going to be, we picked 2 movies from each of our list for people to watch. You guys picked 1 film from the list for them to watch, so we got 3. 3 movies I have to watch and review for that live stream is Solo, the Star Wars story, Vampire in Brooklyn, and I, Tonya. What is your list?
The fans voted for me, Looper. So they want me to watch Looper. And you picked, God damn, what did you pick, dude? I forgot, yo. I can rewind it though.
Superman. And
Batman versus Superman. And what was the other one? What was it?
The Joneses.
Oh my God, you picked the Joneses? Oh, man.
Yes.
Okay.
Have you seen it? No, right?
Yeah, I've seen it, but Jesus Christ. Okay.
Oh, you have seen the Joneses?
No, I have it. I'm sorry, I have it, but I haven't seen it. Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus. Okay. Yeah, guys. I might have to go back and watch it because I don't believe the Joneses was one of them, but I'll accept it.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Okay.
Yeah, because it wasn't.
Thank you guys.
It wasn't anything. Yes, but thank you guys for being here.
Yeah.
But Dark Movie, thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate you so much, man. He's at least
I get half of that. Tell Zach to give me half of my money.
Make sure to hit that like button. Appreciate you. Definitely hit the like button, and also definitely go check out Kal-El. His channel name is Kal-El. What's Kal-El? What's the rest of it?
Kal-El Daily, man.
Sorry, I don't know how I forget that. I blanked. It's late. Kal-El Daily is linked to his channels in the description of this video. Go subscribe to him. Go follow him. Go check out his past live streams. This is how you know I need to stop because I'm tired. Live streams and support him, man. He's super dope. I know me and him be going back and forth with each other, but it's all love. He's a great guy.
Yeah, Zach, my bro.
Yeah.
Yep.
He said, "Where was Moonfall on your list?" Did not watch Moonfall. Heard terrible things about it. So, yeah. Everyone, have a good night.
Thanks, guys, for having me. I appreciate being here. I hope he invites me back sooner than later. And Kenny, when I see you, it's on site. And everybody else, thank you. Have a good night.
Yeah, be on the lookout for that 3rd live stream. It's gonna be real fun. Peace out.
All right.